Hey gamers, welcome back to a brand new DSP video. As you guys know, Monday was the big day, the huge day for Phil. He finally got a PC to play games on. Finally, he is part of the PC mustard race. He can finally play such crisp PC games like Street Fighter 6 and more. It's so hype. Finally, guys, his content is going to change bigly. Not Monday, excuse me. Wednesday, he is going to get this. Explore the Steam store, which he never did before. Ever. And he's going to, look at it and be like, wow. And he's going to, hone in on games he wants to play, but make sure that you also want him to play so that way he can use his viewers as a shield yet again. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. We got some videos on deck. We're gonna start off with the banger video, this classic video from March 6th, 2024. We're gonna watch this, then we're gonna go to the podcast yesterday because there was stuff in that podcast I was not expecting to want to react to. Then we're gonna watch a little bit of the PC build stuff, whatever. That's fine. I'm not gonna watch all of it. You guys got options to watch the full restreams of that. Then I got 2 bonus videos. Will I get to them? I don't know. One of them is the daily wrap that I want to watch because I have a feeling there's gonna be some funny business in that daily wrap. And then we got that Ozempic video that maybe today we'll get to. Who knows? Who knows? At this point, I don't even know. But let's get into it. Let's fucking go. We're gonna start off with the banger here. It's time to go to hell.
Says I have the mini PC. Would Knights of the Old Republic 2 be on the table in the future? Maybe.
Maybe.
Here's the thing. I really feel like
look at this. Look at this. He found new creative ways to never touch the mini PC. But then he played Hades 2 on it, and then Stardew. He did not want to try any meaningful other kind of game on it because he didn't want to buy a game and then have it not be great and all that shit. This dude is he refused to try. It's funny. When Tevin was reacting to his PC streams yesterday, I did not even realize this. When he got the 3K lemon, he tried only an external capture or whatever. He didn't even bother to try the internal and other weird shit like that. And that made me think this dude he doesn't like to troubleshoot. And it's obvious. If you see the PC setup stream or any setup stream that has any issues for that matter, he cannot troubleshoot to save his life. If he has to do any form of troubleshooting, he's a dead man. He can't handle it. This dude is cooked. But anyways, that's in the future. I just think it's funny that this dude had that mini PC and he only wanted to play non-intensive games like Hades 2 and Stardew. It was always funny to me that he's I don't know if I can handle Hades 2, man. It's dude, the Switch can run Hades. The fucking Switch. I don't think the mini PC is gonna struggle to play Hades 2. That would be impressive if it couldn't.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Time to be okay. DSP becomes honest.
And then DSP becomes honest in current year that he says he's always been honest. It's time for DSP to be honest. This is the honesty pose. He becomes honest. He's becoming honest, guys.
All right, you ready for this? All these years, you guys told me, man, I'm really missing out because I don't have a gaming PC, right? Man, you miss so much stuff. You don't play it. You're only a console gamer, and you've limited yourself so much because of that. So I got this PC. It is a mini PC, but I got this PC end of last summer. It was donated
shouts out 1 Minute Man. This is the last time. Well, not the last time, but this is the last month of 1 Minute Man.
Fan, thank you so much to that fan for that. And what have we done with it since then?
What have we done with it? I've had my mini PC. What have you done with it? Hey, are you gonna play this game? No, I don't play it, man. Oh, man. Oh, no, man. This and that. Like, this dude just found ways not to use it. And he, like, didn't want to use it. It's like what happened with the Switch. Think about it. He got the Switch, and then when he was out of Machinima, he's like, I don't want to play Splatoon 2, guys. I don't think you guys care, man. And all this stuff. Then you later find out he was intentionally, like, trying to play less and less of Nintendo games because of the copyright thing. And now, as I said this as a theory for years, and I don't know how true it is now, but whatever. I think, in my opinion, Kat has been using the Switch, which is fine because she actually has a job, and on break time. I mean, what is she gonna do? Just stare at the wall? I mean, whatever. At least Kat's using it, unlike Philip P. Burnell.
We played Chrono Trigger. Like, that's fucking it. And I take it back. We played the paranormal game around Christmas time. I forget if you can remember what it was called. Like, that's it. And I have it. And
this is so funny to me. He says this in front of his fans. A guy gifted me this and I didn't use it. So, like, I really think DSP is a lucky dude that his fan base does not listen to him, like, in any meaningful way. Because if they listened to him, they would not have bought him that $2,000 PC. They just wouldn't, because it's like, oh yeah, he doesn't need it, man. But his fans are so dented, they can't even listen to the king. They can't listen to this guy. They don't. Because that's strike one. He says, hey guys, I don't need a PC. They buy him a PC anyway. Strike two, when he was setting up, and was going through all those issues with the internet, he yelled at them to stop suggesting to reset the modem. Now, if his fans listened to him and said, okay, we're not going to suggest it anymore, he would not be using his PC today. Like, at all. Because this dude was so dented, he did not want to even try to reset the modem. And I'm just sitting there like, if they listen to him, he'd screw himself out of a lot of things. Out of his own stupidity. And the thing that kills me about things like this, he never fucking acknowledges how shitty he was to them. But with this, it's like, I don't want to play PC games. I'm okay, Phil, I bought you a $2,000 gaming PC. Guys, if someone wants to spend $2,000 on me, go for it, man. Come on. Guys, buy me a pre-built. Come on, guys. No, guys. Look, listen. I think PC is stupid and no one likes it and it has thousands of issues and it's a terrible platform forever and it sucks, okay? So hopefully no one buys me a gaming PC, right? Like, come on, man. Like, why does he get these kind of fans? I never understand. And this dude will go on and on saying how titty streamers exploit their audience. This dude has got so much benefit out of his fans being so dented that they want to buy him a $2,000 gaming PC. Like, how many people do that? The only time I've seen anyone get an expensive item gifted to them was there was a podcast, a Mega 64 podcast years ago, where someone bought, like, I don't know if it was all of the members or like 3 or whatever. They got them iPads. And it's like, okay, that's like an expensive thing to buy. But at the time, I think the iPad was what, like $500? Which now is like a drop in the bucket, I guess. So you look at what Apple sells their iPads as. But it's like, that was the most. But this dude has gone fight sticks, mini PC, gaming PC, from his fans. It's really on Xbox Series X, the gaming chair. And honestly, I could see them buy him another PC. That's the kicker here. Because everyone, when he announced this, so many people thought that this PC was going to be the PC he was now going to stream on and game on. No. He's just going to game on it. So it leaves the door open for another fan to buy him a PC to stream on. And guess what? It's gonna happen. I guarantee you. Someone's gonna gift him that PC. He's like really, truly holding out. Now, the thing is, I'm gonna be very mean to this guy. And again, I'm gonna like pad out this video, I guess. But I have a lot to say about this fucker. This guy said openly he only wants to start migrating when the PC fucking dies. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, you stream on that PC. If it dies, you're not gonna stream, and guess what? He's gonna move Cat's PC and then start the stream. Guys, we gotta make up for lost time, guys. Guys, my PC died, and I lost a whole X amount of time on streams, so we gotta make up for it. Again, if he did this just on his own, maybe he could have lifted the burden of missing a day, but this dude waits until something goes wrong to do something. The only thing he preemptively changes is stuff that like his camera. I think that's one of them. And it's like, you don't really need a new camera. You could kind of stream without a camera and still be successful. Whatever. Okay.
And it's available, and we could do stuff. There's no demand. Literally, no one says, "Hey Phil, now that you got that mini PC, you absolutely should be doing this, this, and this that you missed out on." It's like, meh. You have it, big deal.
Yeah, because dude, all the games that are on PC that he could have played are all indies. Guess what? DSP hates indies. He has a gaming PC, and you think he's gonna play indies on that? Fuck no. This dude will rather be homeless than touch an indie game. And it's the same thing with Game Pass. And that's how Wednesday is gonna pan out. People are gonna tell him about these cool indie games. They're like, oh, okay, this game, okay, man, that's pretty cool, man, wow, okay. And then he's gonna move on. And then just focus on like AAA slop or mainstream slop or whatever the fuck that has all the attention. But he's not gonna touch any indie game that's meaningful. But then the indie games he does touch are fucking shovelware. It's just stuff that's like, why are you playing this? And then it's gonna be like, why don't people support this? This is an indie game, man. Like, yeah, you're playing a shitty game, dude.
Big games are on console. Play those. Literally, that's what I've been told. So it's like all these years that everyone yelled at me, right? That I didn't ever have a PC, so I can't really play these games. Again, like, I got the PC now. It literally sits there collecting.
Again, he's selling this, and someone sat there, listened to this, and thought, I'm gonna spend $2,000 on a guy that said there's nothing to do on PC and that we all wanted to play on console. I'm gonna spend $2,000 on that guy. And as I said before, there's nothing innately wrong with giving the support to your favorite streamer or whatever, but there's like better content creators that you could be giving money to. Like, there are like more grateful people than Phil. And there are people who would actually use it. Like, dude, he got a mini PC and he had to be forced to use it. Like, it was like you had to trick him to fucking turn it on. And you want to buy him a $2,000 gaming PC? Like, come on. And there's nothing, and you know, we'll get to it, I guess, when we get to it, but there's nothing innately wrong with donating stuff to people or whatever. Like, I got gifted a game capture device like years ago, and I used it a lot, and I was very grateful, and that got me into like streaming Persona 3, streaming all this other stuff, and a lot of stuff I figured out on my own. I could not get it to go through OBS because, you know, Apple is Apple. But after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look at capture cards myself, and I looked at some of them. I bought one of them. I bought one of them on my own, and it's like, again, there's nothing wrong with a viewer like watching the stream and like, oh, I want to like give this guy this thing to help his streams out. There's nothing innately wrong with that, but this is the most ungrateful person like on the planet that goes into baby rage when he's like inconvenienced slightly. Like, dude, I was inconvenienced by the original game capture that I had years ago, But I made it work, and I was like, oh my god, this thing is not going to OBS. Oh my god, I don't understand anything. Oh my god, this thing is stupid. I can't capturing games. And it's like, man, you got a $2,000 PC and you spent 2 hours bitching about it, and he could have like literally just gave up on it out of his own stupidity. Like, I just really want people to think about that. What if his chat listened to him and never told him to reset his modem again after that? Like, imagine where he'd be. And then this dude has the balls to sit there and say, I'm the smartest guy. Everyone else is an idiot. And he just didn't want to even try resetting the modem. This is the most boomer thing. Like, everyone gets embarrassed like that. Sometimes doing stupid shit like that can fix things. But this dude will not at all try, call you stupid about it, then be forced to try it, and then act as if nothing happened. Like, all of that raging and calling people stupid never happened. And this is the guy that people shower money in. And then, like, people say, oh, you know, I don't get why people hate Phil. Why do people, like, get mad at him? Well, you know, he's like, okay, cool. But this dude is a piece of shit anyway. Like, whatever. Okay.
Collecting dust. The one thing we were gonna do with Fightcade, it made more sense to hold off because Tekken was right around the corner. It didn't make sense to set that up, get it working, and then play Tekken and not use it. So, I tell you that. 100% Fightcade will be coming at some point this year when things die down with fighting games.
Yeah,
I
it
want
happened.
to play old school fighters on Fightcade, okay?
And
but
guess
outside
what?
of that,
He never did.
that's the only thing that I could think of. Like, what else would I even do on there? It's funny because people say things like Pizza Tower and stuff, right? But is there really that much demand for it? Obviously not. No one's really asking.
You've been telling him about Pizza Tower for like months. Has there been any demand? I don't know,
it's like
man.
a few people here and there. So it's just weird to me that all these years, again, it sounds to me like the vocal minority, right? People are very adamant.
The vocal minority bought him a $2,000 gaming PC. Again, you could give that person could have given anyone else that 2K pre-built, and they'd probably be more grateful than Phil and be way more worth the money. Like, dude, come on.
Adamant and vocal, you need a PC. So now I get a means to play PC games, and no one's really caring, you know?
No one's caring.
Okay, sure. I don't know because I'm not looking. Thank you for telling me.
Never. This is a weird segment. Is that it? Wow.
You understand? Or not even. Since late summer. And there really has been no demand. That's the point. The point is, everyone said you need the PC. I got the PC, and it just sits there. Everything that I can play or people want me to play is on console.
Yeah.
So and this is the point I made for so many years.
This is the point, guys. Everything he wants to play is on console. I don't need a PC. Damn, I should buy him a PC. Oh my god.
Is that there are some games that are limited to PC. Usually it's the indie games, the games that go viral, or the games that, you know, are the meme games for like a few weeks and then they disappear.
This is like, again, man. Every time DSP uses the term sour grapes, he always uses it wrong. And it like drives me up the wall when this dude is like the embodiment of the word. Like, sour grapes was designed for DSP specifically. Like, whoever came up with it, like, probably saw into the future, saw this guy, and said, oh yeah, that's sour grapes, baby. Like, this dude doesn't have a gaming PC, so it's so easy for him to say, yeah, but I don't need it, man. Like, it's only indie games and viral games. All the games I want to play are on console, man. And it's like, dude, come on, no dog.
The rare case where that wasn't the case was Pal World because that was on Game Pass. That was a rare situation, right? But outside of that, that's the kind of games that are the big PC stuff today. Everything else ends up being cross-platform. Very rarely do you get a game that's only PC-centric, but also monstrously in demand and people want to see you play.
But then when it's PC-centric, it's just a meme game. Like, just go back, find games that were only on PC that were popular, and he'll tell you these are meme games. Or the viral game.
Very rare. So, King, thank you for 27 months as a member and said, I agree with you there. That's very true. Lady Charisma says the things with PC games, you have to dig and look for gems. The mainstream just doesn't do that. You're right.
Yeah. So this dude is gonna do a PC exploration stream. You think he's gonna play these random ass games? No, he's not. It's gonna be just like the Game Pass streams where he just goes through each game. No. And then he sees like a game that's AAA stuff that made it in. Hell yeah. Like this dude, man.
You're right.
This dude, man.
I agree with you there.
I agree. Ah, yes.
In cashing in on that hype and playing it for a streamer.
Wait, what?
Tip Tonight says, excuse me, Tip Tonight says, if a meme game is $5, what's the harm in cashing in on that hype and playing it for a stream or two? If literally the meme game's $5, you're right. There's none. I have no
But guess what? DSP doesn't even do that. He doesn't even do that.
problem dropping $5 on a silly game and messing around with it.
This dude has trouble dropping $20 on a game. Like, dude, this dude was like freaking out about Hades 2. That was like, what, $25? And he was like acting as if he was gonna go homeless for buying that game. But this dude like spent so much money on like dumb games in the past. Like Mortal Kombat 1, literally Mortal Kombat 1, without even questioning it. But this dude, man.
Around with it for a stream. I do have a problem dropping $30 to $60 on a game I'm only going to play once. That's too much of an investment, I feel. But if it's just like a one-off, yeah, that's different. The thing is, I feel like a lot of these games that go viral, look what they are. Online, multiplayer, co-op, survival.
Co-op.
It's not stuff that's my forte or stuff that I'd even be interested in. I'm a solo gamer for the most part, right?
Right?
I am. All these games.
Okay, then we're talking about like multiplayer games. I don't give a fuck about this anymore. But this, well, actually,
Phasmophobia.
You know,
what's
let's
your group and it's like a party game. Right? Years ago, I tried games like Destiny 2.
Let's
to play the
skip ahead a
game.
little bit.
I don't get to interact with you. And most
Okay.
memeable PC games are only viable for like one stream. It wouldn't amount to any meaningful playthroughs for on-demand viewers who enjoy long-form content. That's also true.
Okay,
It'd be like, if you want to see the rep,
All right.
we've covered a lot.
Okay, fuck this. We're done with that. Now we get to the big day. Man, this is the glow up of the century. Look at that. Bam.
Well, I know that we're all excited, but it looks like Jasper Kitty is just as
Wow,
excited
you know,
as all of us today.
this dude literally like sprays his cat when he touches a wire, but he is just okay with him rubbing his face into the mic. Going to town on the mic. That's fine.
Today, the arrival of the new PC. He is all over the setup. Jasper boy, what are you doing? Rubbing your head all over the microphone. Look at this. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing well. Today is Monday, the 5th of August, 2024. I'm DSP. I'm still getting over my cold.
Still talking about this fucking cold. This cold was over a week ago. And this dude is still being a little bitch about it. Dude, and this dude will say like, I don't complain, man. I'm a tough guy, man. Whatever the fuck. But this dude is talking about a cold for like 2 weeks. This dude, he like, shut up. Dude, like, cancer patients don't complain about their terminal disease that like can kill them as much as DSP talks about a fucking cold. Like, damn, man.
So please forgive me yet again. Another day I might have to blow my nose, clear my throat, and it's going to sound disgusting as it slowly is getting better every day. And, man, let me tell you, the hype is real. The seethe is real.
The seethe is real.
Because as you know, I have an insane group of...
This is where the fun begins. We were all seething that he got his PC, but the thing is, like, the most people were annoyed about was the fact that someone wasted their money on this guy. Again, if someone wanted to give him a PC, that's their prerogative. that doesn't mean it's a smart choice. Like I can think drinking bleach is a good idea. Doesn't mean it is.
Obsessed detractors who just absolutely hate anything positive at all in my life, correct? And in this case,
Again, he's getting a PC, and the first thing he does, I gotta talk about my haters. Now, again, if his fans listened to him and did not tell him to reset the modem after he told them to shut up because they're stupid, he would not be using that PC today. He would say this was stupid, it was a waste of time, and I'm gonna return it. It was a bust. That's where it would have ended. And the trolls would have won. But since his fans are so stupid they can't even listen to DSP because no one does, he was able to get it working. And this dude never apologized. And the thing is, if anyone talked to DSP the way he talked to his chat that night, he would demand an apology. Literally, he has yelled at chat to apologize to him for less. But when he's in the position to apologize for his bad behavior, apologize for fucking what, man? He's so cool. But why do people hate this guy? This guy seems very down to earth, man.
Since I announced yesterday that I'm getting a new gaming PC arriving today as donated by a viewer, they can't handle it. Again, anything good happening to me is like the end of the world to them. So, of course, they've gone on a Dramapalooza. Trying to explain away, oh, the PC's not going to be any good. And Phil, obviously, he's a liar. You know, he's done all this. Phil's such a liar. He bought that Victrix joystick, and he bought this new webcam.
Well, dude, you brag about how you lie to protect your family. And I thought it doesn't matter. You know, he was like so happy that Kino Casino gave him the golden goose egg of excuses. If I buy it, who cares, man? Why does it matter? And now he's like focusing on it. And then gonna say that anyway.
And he bought this new PC. And it's like, number one, even if I did, isn't that a good thing because I'm using money towards my business?
Now, this is hilarious. Funny, even. Because DSP's idea of buying stuff for his business is only stuff he wants. That he wants. He wanted that Quanva. He wanted Mortal Kombat 1. He wanted to play Street Fighter 6 again on PS5. He bought all that stuff. So that's like 500 down the drain. Now, if you want to play Chrono Trigger so badly, couldn't he just, I don't know, buy the mini PC on his own? It's like about the same as the fighting game venture, which he didn't need to spend that much money on, by the way. Again, I have the same exact fight stick he has. The Hori Rap 4, whatever the fuck. That's the same one I have. It works on all PS5 games. It works on all of them. So he wasted money on the Quanba when he could have just used that stick anyway. But he didn't want to use it because he convinced himself that it was like disgusting or it died or something. I don't know, whatever the fuck. This dude like got fried because I think he got confused. There was a news story talking about accessories, how the PS5 only uses certain accessories, and he kind of got stupid about it. What happened is that if it's not a licensed controller, aka the hitbox of leverless controller, that does not work on PS5 games on PS5. It can work on PS4 games that are playable on PS5, but since that's not an officially licensed controller, it cannot work on PS5. The Hori stick is an official licensed controller, so it can work on PS5 games. So that's why it's like that, because of how Sony did the PS5 controller. That's like why that's the case, and it's also why the Razer Kitsune leverless controller can't work on the PS4 because it can only work on PS5 and PC, which in my opinion is stupid, but whatever. Again, that's how Sony made their controllers, so it's a little bit more annoying when you're making a controller they can toggle between the two, I guess. I don't know, it's fucking accessory hell today. And it's only gonna get worse because Xbox now is doing shit like that now, but whatever. It is what it is. What can you do? PC the mustard race, guys.
But I'm telling you right now, I haven't. This is all donated stuff. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, everything was donated. But like that's the thing that's funny. He refuses to pay any money to his business. Like at all. Like get a new PC? No, why would I do that? Get a new camera? Why would I do that? Like everything was donated because he doesn't care. He like again, when you go back and see him buy the Kwanba, he bought that like that, no question. He didn't even hesitate. He didn't even like flinch. He just did it. He never did that for a good camera. He never did that. He's not gonna do that for a new mic. He's not gonna do that for. He didn't do that for the mini PC. He didn't do that for even the gaming PC he got. Like he has no initiative because the thing is like when he buys something, he just wants to use it until it like explodes or whatever the fuck. But he never for example, I could have used that old game capture device I had when that person gifted it to me. I could have stuck with that forever because it's like, you know, at most had like what 5-second delay from what, and I was like, you know, it's not great, but it's also not bad because at the same time you're watching a streamer, you're watching me like play the game, so it's like, okay, maybe it might just be fun to hang out, whatever. Then I got another one. I got like 3. This is no 2. I bought 2. I got one that was gifted. The second one I got had like 3-second delay, so it was getting better. It was getting better. It's like, okay, this is at least like doable. And then the one I have now, it's even better because now it's like it can go through OBS normally. And it's instantaneous. It's great, fantastic device. So it's like I could have done that, but I went out of my way to like get these devices myself because it's like, okay, you know what, I should be getting better stuff or whatever. But DSP, he sits there and is like, I'm gonna stick with this. Like I also got a monitor to use as well. That's why I'm like in this way now. That's another thing I bought on my own. Like, but this dude just will not do that on his own. And I didn't buy these all at once either. I spaced them out. But this dude, like, the thing he invests in his own, like, business is stuff that's less than $200. Like, I think the most expensive thing he bought that's an actual equipment item for his business was the ring light, if I remember correctly. And that's it. Everything else was donated. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But to me, he should at least have some incentive to kind of give a fuck about his fucking business. But he doesn't. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, if he did, he would have bought that camera he uses now months ago. He would have bought that months ago. But when he wanted a new fight stick, oh, I gotta buy that. Like, I ranted about this in an old video because it's just so annoying when this dude brags about improvements when he never did it himself. He would not have thought of doing any of this on his own if people didn't give it to him.
And number 2, what does that even mean? Oh, well, see, it means that Phil doesn't need any money. He doesn't need any contributions because he's rich. Wait a minute.
But this dude will tell you, rich people don't need more money. Like, okay, whatever.
I thought your argument
Oh my god.
was that every dollar that I make on stream, I waste on mobile games. So where did all the money come from to buy all this stuff, geniuses?
When people say he's rich and all that stuff, it could also mean that it's true that he spends a lot of money on mobile games. DSP, when you're rich, you can afford to do stuff. And again, like when you look at the 40,000 at the time, back when this is known, I don't know how much it is now, but when it was 40,000, when that was known, it's very obvious it didn't happen in one day. That 40,000 was over the course of like what, months to years of when it started or whatever the fuck. Like that was like the total that was amassed, that people found out, that accumulated. No one is saying he spent $40,000 like a day or whatever. But when people say he's rich and all this stuff, it's like, that's like, again, like the thing that I get confused with, right? Correct, is that he had like stretches of streams that made less, like, no, okay, here's the better thing to ask, right? Correct? He told us years ago, back when he was on Twitch, he needs $100. That's what he's aiming for. Let's get to $100 or whatever the fuck. And suddenly, he can make $50, and that's fine. That was fine the whole time. But then there's other games that can make $30, and that's fine. But if another game makes $30 the same stream, he could lose the house, guys. Not literally, by the way, I guess. I mean, but he would be very disappointed with that amount. So why is it so flippant on when games can be successful for a less amount of money? Okay.
Right? It's like, this is what I mean. Everything they say is bullshit, and they only spin it towards whatever their narrative is today. And once the narrative makes no sense and falls apart.
That's what DSP does. He spins his own narratives until it doesn't, like, work anymore. Let's hear this again.
Your argument was that every dollar that I make on stream, I waste on mobile games.
Okay. Again, I've said this so many times. I don't think WWE Champions needs to exist for me to think he wastes money. Because this dude has just bad spending habits. Like, he falls for FOMO all the time. He just buys a lot of stuff he really doesn't need. Like, this dude is the definition of wasting money. Just because, like, people say that he wastes money on mobile games and that he's rich doesn't, I mean, as I said, it doesn't even make sense. He could be rich and still waste money on mobile games and waste money on fight sticks. But okay, whatever. Okay. But then here's the other thing, right? Correct? Let's all believe, Phil, that everything was actually gifted to him, which I believe, because again, if someone's willing to buy him a chair, a mini PC, an Xbox Series X, I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, people have bought him a lot of fucking stuff before, so I would not put it past his fucking fans to buy him a PC or anything like that. Whatever. But okay, let's say what he said is true, that everyone gifted him the fight stick, gifted him the TV, and all this stuff. Okay, all that stuff was gifted. Then he could be wasting money on mobile games. So in a way, honestly, I think DSP would have benefited if he just went with the LARP that he is buying these products because he's not spending money on mobile games. It is so funny to me. Like, that is looking at him straight in the face. He's like, nah, I'm not going to go for that. But he's going to use it as a way to debunk people. But then it's like, we can circle it back around saying, okay, Phil, you're right. That stuff was gifted to you because you can't afford it because you spend money on mobile games. Thanks for making the point, man. I agree.
So where did all the money come from to buy all this stuff, geniuses? Right? It's like, this is what I mean. Everything they say is bullshit, and they only spin it towards whatever their narrative is today.
Okay, but if you're spending all this money on bills, then how can you afford DoorDash every day? Huh?
And once the narrative makes no sense and falls apart, it's a new narrative tomorrow. So where exactly is the phantom money appearing from and coming from? And where is it going? And how am I... Like, think about this.
Think about it.
Supposedly, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on mobile games, but now magically, out of thin air, I have money for all of... What I...
Again, he could spend money on... Again, we are not... No one said... Literally no one said he spends hundreds of thousands of dollars in a day on mobile games. These are totals that accumulate over time. Like, this is stuff that happens over time. Like, that's at least how I understand it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a dunce here. But I'm pretty sure that these totals that people are finding are just totals of the lifespan of him using the account. Of individual charges. That's why when you go to the bank links and you see the PayPal charges, it's like individual like charges of like X amount of money. It wasn't, okay, PayPal transaction for $40,000. Like, that didn't happen. So come on. You could technically spend money on mobile games and this stuff, DSP. Don't be stupid. Don't be brain dead.
What, I win the lotto? You know, what are you talking about? But again,
He won the
there's
lotto
no
with fans.
logic
Yeah.
behind anything that they say. They make it all up to be negative about me as much as they possibly can. And again, it's called seething. They're seething over any possibility of positivity around me, okay? It just
Okay.
makes no sense what they say or do. Now,
All right.
in reality, I've just had a big stroke of luck.
In
You know,
reality.
this year, let's be honest.
Yes, let's be honest.
This year has been a very positive year, right? Successful launch of a throwback channel. Is it huge? No, but
successful. I mean, it kind of like brute forced its way to be successful in the sense that, like, what's the harm of just uploading videos, right? Like, again, he said that this channel did not need to be successful. It's just for prosperity purposes. And yet, he cares so much about ad revenue on that fucking channel. Man, I remember he said he wouldn't turn memberships on until he needed to, but in reality, he was just coping because he had to wait until he was given permission to do memberships. The second he did, he turned it on. Again, this dude will say whatever to push his own narrative. He does what the trolls do all the time. Because again, he could not enable memberships day one of DSP Throwback being enabled. He had to wait. So he waited, and then when he got the ability to, he turned it on.
oh, but it's doing decently. People are enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. We got a weekly show on there that I stream that's great. Multiple playthroughs that are being restored that are awesome. It's working. It's a good channel, right? We've got
That gets built up by Jeremy, by the way. Jeremy is a big contributor of DSP Throwback. He loves the old content.
Improvements to my setup that everyone is enjoying. Better quality videos, better quality, you know, webcam, you know, audio. I've improved everything this year. I have improved, right? And what's starting to happen is finally the opinion is turning against the detractors who for so long had it their way.
This is like so lame. People have always been against the detractors. There's always been people that think that they're fringe and they're stupid. Even among detractors, they think some of them are stupid. Like, shit happens, man. Like, come on now, dog.
Where all anyone heard about DSP was something toxic, negative, and a meme that was a negative
Like,
thing.
that's why when people like talk about DSP arbitrarily that they don't know who he is, they just assume he's the masturbation guy. Like, it's one, it's the masturbation guy. Two, it's he sucks at video games. He doesn't know how to use rations. Three, it's the mobile games. It's those three. That's the trinity. That's the triforce of DSP.
Well, now you've got people who are negative memesters and commentators.
Negative memesters.
Who are actually looking at the real me and saying, oh shit, he's actually not that bad. Everyone's been full of shit all along. Like the Kino Casino guys, right?
Yeah, because...
And they can't handle that.
This dude, like, has such a poor judge of character. Like, again, I don't have a strong opinion about the Kino Casino shit because it's gonna go one of two ways. It's either gonna just be, you know, fake being his friend and then, like, eventually turn against him when they're done with him, or they'll just go on and just be LARPers, like his chat, and it's gonna be either the cringiest thing you'll see, or it's gonna be, like, kind of funny. I don't know, but it's some of the stuff I've been seeing from it. It's kind of just like I kind of hope they're being facetious. That's all I gotta say about that.
People cannot handle that who hate my guts because again, there's an entire cult of people who over the last 10 years.
Because the thing is, okay, you know, I'm gonna go a little bit more into it. Fuck it, because he's gonna get into a little bit more with it in it with this, so it's gonna like kind of go together. The thing is that these people don't know a lot of stuff about DSP except for like surface level stuff, so they're less inclined to care. Like there's a back and there not really a back and forth, but Josh Pomes put a tweet saying that DSP has forsaken his morals about Roman Catholic and all this stuff by working with Kino Casino. Kino Casino responds to this saying that this guy is crazy and it's fringe and it's stupid, and then Andy Orski responded saying that it's what was it? Like DSP's like these people like act as if he's like as bad as Hitler, but they want him homeless, and it's like, dude, come on. And it's like the same rhetoric. Wow, guys, you say he's bad, but he's not Hitler. It's like, dude. Like, wow, he can call you guys stupid, but at least he's not like fucking killing babies, guys. Like is that the like, you know, like what if they said that about Rich? Well, guys, Rich from UTech USA is not as, you know, everyone said he's a fucked up guy, but at least he's not murdering a village somewhere, right? Right, guys? It's like that kind of defense. It's like, is that the defense you're gonna go with? But again, if it's LARPing and just kind of trying to placate Phil, that's one thing. So I'm gonna wait until like something happens, but it gotta be good, okay? You know, the cooking gotta be real. I'm not gonna say someone's cooking if they're not cooking. Okay, because with that logic, 672 is cooking, guys. Let's let 672 cook. He's gonna get Phil big time one day. We're gonna pop in the stream and 672 is gonna like explode Phil's chat, and DSP is gonna have a massive meltdown. It's that kind of shit. It's like the people who troll tip him. They think they're against him, but DSP is gonna laugh his way to the bank.
Have actually made it their existence on the internet to hate Phil.
That's
it
all.
It means that you need to ruin my life, ruin my family's lives, harass us at every turn, try to do as much as you can to hurt not only me, but my business and everything else around me, make as much slander and bullshit up as possible, and keep propagating it as if it's fact when it's not.
DSP does the same shit, though. I mean, like, again, he wants to police detractors for making negative, drama, hurtful content, but he doesn't do exactly that, but he does propagate, like, opinions that he doesn't have any information on. Again, the review tech response, he literally doesn't know what's going on. He just knows of things. Like, he knows that there was a Dropbox thing that was exposed. Does he know what was in the Dropbox? Maybe, maybe not. He just knows that it happened and it's bad. And he propagates that. He doesn't know what extent Rich talked about his family, but he said, but you know, he doesn't know, but yet he still says it's okay to troll his family. But it's not okay to troll his family. Like, this is the shit that, like, DSP is shitty for. And it's, like, two-faced and fake and just nonsense. Again, if he wants people to give him the courtesy that he wants so badly, he needs to give it in return. Like, dude, come on.
And they have actually created entire communities around discords and friendships and things just around shitting on me for no good reason.
DSP literally is forming a friendship with Kino Casino over shitting on Rich. He wants to do a react with them about the Rich documentary. And this dude is saying that the trolls are fucked up for forming friendships shitting on Phil. What is this then, DSP? Isn't this forming a friendship shitting on Rich? I don't know.
They are pathetic losers. They have no lives. That's why they do this. If they had positive lives, they would never need to be toxic individuals. Understand that? So, the fact that
again,
now good things...
he got mad that Rich said that he's better than them because he doesn't have a fake family. And DSP is saying that we have bad lives. Unlike Phil. Phil has a great life. That's why he's happy, and we're negative because we have bad lives. That is like a very roundabout way of saying he's better than us. But man, God forbid someone says he has a fake family. Okay.
Things are happening to me is like the worst possible scenario for them. They can't handle it. And they are exploding and seething. They're mass messaging me. They're mass messaging.
Ooh, yeah, sure.
Kino Casino guys. They're mass messaging everybody. They even just yesterday.
Dude, literally, who cares? Again, he got a PC and he's focusing on the detractor reactions more than his fans. Like, look at the fucking timestamps. Where does it say, oh, the fans rejoice? We focus on this and that, addressing detractor claims. Positive year overview. Great work. Great work, AI. But dude, and all of this, guess what? Is bragging about how everyone loves him. That's what we focus on when we talk about his fans, is loving Phil. Then we go back to detractor reactions, PC delivery, prepare for the new PC, power supply, setting up, RGB keyboard, addressing financial support concerns. Guess what? Discussing trolls spreading misinformation. We're back to talking about trolls. Appreciation for generous donations. Wow, guess what? We do appreciate our fans when they drop a lot of money on him. Classy, classic. Defending TV choice. Mouse and keyboard. Insults from hosts. We talk about this again? I don't even know. Shoutouts, clickbait. Generous donations again! And detractor critique! Again! More discussion of trolls. Then talking about his own fucking fans. A dude spent $2,000 and all he's thinking in his fucking gout-infested brain is the trolls. Okay.
Get this. On this podcast, I announced I'm going to be getting a PC donated by a viewer. They went and mass messaged the Kino Casino guys, why did you buy DSP a PC? They're like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? We didn't buy him a PC. Were you crazy? Yeah, they are. Like, that's the best explanation. They're nuts.
Dude, again, this dude has formed his own crazy conspiracy theories. And he's saying that ours is crazy. I mean, sure, like, there's been crazier shit said. It happens. People can be wrong, and you can say they're stupid. And that's fine, because I'm sure there are people who are just as much on the troll side saying, there's no way they bought a PC. Don't be stupid. Like, man.
Nuts.
But what if he did? What if he did?
The fuck would they make that association? I haven't even appeared on their show yet, and you think they bought me a several $1,000 PC?
I wish I could remember the crazy shit he said.
It's so dumb.
All right. But whatever.
Right. But anyway,
you guys know.
That's neither here nor there. Today's the big day, and it is already scheduled for delivery today.
He thought there was gonna be a snow curl invasion. I can't find that clip, and it pisses me off. I swear Heat Army had it. I gotta talk to him. Gotta see if he could like dig it up. But I swear this dude mentioned that he thought there was gonna be a snow curl invasion because someone mentioned it on oh my god, why am I blank on this person's name? What's that YouTube channel? Oh my god. Okay, I think it was super crazy. I keep getting this is really stupid. I keep getting, for some reason, my brain switches between duty streams and super crazy all the time. And I think it's because DC mentions duty a lot and duty streams a lot. And then like he also stricken down super crazy because of the wedding video he did. And he had a power trip over it. So I just think of those things like interchangeably. I think that's what's happening, but it's super crazy that he mentioned about the snow Carl invasion. That's not a crazy conspiracy theory? Okay.
All right, I have the delivery link here, or the tracking link, and what I need to do is just keep refreshing. As of now, it is out for delivery. It is okay.
Okay.
Yes, and Amazon says for every stick. We did a stream.
He has shows this
where this joystick was out for streams. Okay, during the street. Wait, now the thing is, I have to be paying attention because
isn't this over promising under delivering?
Sign. Not going to be there to sign for it. I have to sign for it.
He has to sign for it. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna see. Delivery supply. I don't give a fuck about this. I ain't a PC guy. Look, Apple makes products and they just work. I don't have to sit there and worry about retail mode or it can't connect to the internet. Mine connects to the internet. Okay, out of the box. By the way.
Okay. One thing I want to say, because the big concern that everyone has is this processor. I'm going to talk about it in a second. But there's one thing I want to say up front.
We're talking about the processor. Hold up, guys. Like, we gotta talk about something else, man. Man, it's like, wait a second. We talk too much about the PC. Let's do this little ad break. This is like an ad break.
All right?
All right.
My trolls right now are basically activating a new campaign.
Guys, we're acting on a new campaign. I was not aware of this. We did not. Okay, there must have been a detractor meeting I didn't go to. This is bullshit. You know, I'm gonna talk to the president of detractors, and I'm gonna give him piece of my mind, and say, dude, I'm gonna like secede. Yeah, I'm gonna make detractors great again, and I'm gonna put detractors first and foremost, and say that we can all be individuals and we can all clap our hands very, very fast and play Guilty Gear. That's gonna be my first enactment of president of my own fucking detractor nation, and we're all gonna play Guilty Gear, and that's what we're gonna be doing. We're not gonna be touching Street Fighter 6. Only to play Minot. That's it. We're all Minot mains, okay? That's what we agree with. If you're Blanca, you're exiled. You're exiled. We're gonna kick you out. We're gonna deport you from the detractor nation. No way we're gonna allow any Blancas in our fucking area. We're gonna build a wall, and the Blancas are gonna pay for it.
Yes, I know that sounds disturbing, because it is. They want people to actually believe that I have bought all of this equipment recently. That I bought this webcam. That I bought this Victrix joystick.
Again, Kevin mentioned this, and it's so funny that believing that DSP has money or is any form of successful is a detractor meme. Again, he loves LARPing as a dude that makes $1 a year. He loves LARPing like this dude is a broke bitch. But like, he's not super rich, but he's not fucking dirt poor. Like, he's not having ice for dinner. Like, come on now, dog.
That I bought this PC.
Get real.
Why do they want you to think that? Because they want you to think that I'm rich and that I basically have been hoarding money for ages.
Just because we're saying that you have disposable income or just you have money doesn't mean we're saying you're part of the 1%ers, Phil. We're not saying you're fucking loaded. We're just saying you have more money than you put on. That is it. That is all we're saying. That you have more money than you let on. Because you do. He has ad revenue on 3 channels. He has a Patreon. He has tips. And he has memberships, super chats. That's like 5 sources of revenue. And the memberships and super chats, you can time that by 3. And as much as he wants to ignore the Argentina memberships, the dollars add up. Like, if 50 people like membership him like 50 cents, that's a lot of money. That's like more than $0. And then you add that to the ad revenue, that's more than $100. Like, this dude loves pretending that he's like paycheck to paycheck, poor bitch man, but he isn't. Again, he's not rich. He's not fucking Trump level, but he's not like fucking, oh guys, I make $5 an hour and like I have only one source of income. Like, that's insane. That is insane. Because again, when you look at what he spends his money on, it's like, yeah, you're wasting money, dude. Again, you could say that the WWE Champion stuff is not real. Okay, it's not him. That doesn't mean he doesn't waste money. He wastes money. We know he orders DoorDash. That's already a waste of money. When he could just order the food and then pick it up. But he doesn't want to do that. He has to use DoorDash because it's convenient. This dude is so lazy and then he just wastes money. He wastes money. He bought like what? 2 extra capture cards on Amazon when he was like trying to get a new one, and he never used them and he returned them. Why waste your money if you knew the other one was going to be good? Huh?
all right? And that you don't need to support my content. Like, literally, that's what they're saying now. They're posting it all over. See, he has all this money all along. You don't need to support Dark Side Phil. Don't support Dark Side Phil.
People were saying this for years, by the way. This wasn't the first time. Like, I don't know how he's saying this, that trolls are just activating this campaign when this has been a thing for years. We've heard this years and years ago. It was the same thing with the vest streak. Come on.
Phil, okay? I'm sad that I have to bring it up, but I hope that you would understand this is bullshit. My streams run as normal.
And again, I said this before. This dude thinks his chat, his fans, are so stupid that they would just believe trolls. Now, you could argue, well, Theo, Jordan, was a huge supporter. Then he, ran off and was told about WWE champions and he believed them. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. But what's more positive? Assuming that everyone's Jordan or thinking that not everyone is Jordan? And when it happens, it happens. Like, dude, people can, hate you for really dumb reasons. Or no reason. You don't know. And what's the point of wasting your energy thinking about that? But this dude is sitting there thinking, guys, the trolls, they what if you guys believe the trolls over me? I mean, that's kind of a problem if you're that scared that the trolls are that more persuasive than you, the streamer.
Every stream I look to raise $50 in tips. If I get anything additional like super chats, memberships, that's great. And this is how I operate my business. Okay?
Wait, what?
As normal. Every stream I look to raise $50 in tips.
Okay. He aims for $50 in tips.
I get anything additional like super chats,
anything additional, super chats and memberships. What about additional tips? But you know what's funny about this as well? So let's say, right? I'll bring up Baldur's Gate 3. That's right. We're going to Baldur's again. That game got $100 tips every stream. Every single stream. This would be the golden stream to have the vest streak happen. Imagine Baldur's Gate 3 came out during the vest streak and he played it. It would probably go on longer than it actually, the vest streak probably would never have ended. It probably would have ended at 1,000 or something. Because that game got $100 tips every stream. Correct? But when that happened, he was like, guys, no one gave me memberships. No one gave me super chats. Oh my god, that was my liquidity. But now he's saying that $50 is the aim. The super chats and memberships are just a bonus. Why do people think I'm lying? Why do you think I'm a liar, huh?
Memberships, that's great. And this is how I operate my business. Okay? No, I'm not rolling in dough magically and can afford all this stuff. It's literally all being donated to me. And I'm so appreciative of this.
Then how come he was able, if he was so tight on money, correct? How was he able to afford to not only just buy the Quanba fight stick, he was able to buy the $100 plus edition of Mortal Kombat 1 and the Ultimate Edition of Street Fighter 6, which I think is also $100. How was he able to afford those three things just immediately if money's always been tight? Okay.
It's going to help to set up so much. Street Fighter 6, I'm going to be playing the absolute best version. All games coming forward, I'm going to be playing amazing graphical versions of.
Incredible! Dude, now he's saying that the PC version is the best, the definitive version. After saying that PC games have all these issues, go back to the Callisto Protocol segments. He literally called PC gamers entitled. And all this other shit. And now he's like,
Yeah, guys, I think PC gamers are correct when they complain about the performance because, like, everyone should get an equal performance, man.
But he sat there and said, "Guys, it's because they don't make games for PC. That's why," and all this other shit. This dude now wants to tell you that he always loved PC. This dude is such a fake fucking fan. This is the definition of a fake fan. This is why people are like, this is like the repercussion of like that like people use as an example to gatekeep. Like gatekeeping, I would say is not like intrinsically positive or negative, because on one hand it's negative because if you're genuinely interested in something, you know, the fan base being gatekeepers might make you think that these people are fucking toxic, and you may not want to and you may end up disliking the product more than deserved because of that association. But on the other hand, it can be very positive because you can gatekeep people like DSP. It's like it's really a dual-edged sword. It can be both used for good and for bad. It's just, that's kind of it. It's really like, as I said, DSP is like the kid in the classroom that gets rid of all of the fun because this dude will exploit it. Like the teacher can be like, "Okay, guys, you can if you need to go to the bathroom, you don't need to ask me. Just go, man, and then just come back and all that. And guys, no homework. Just do good on your tests and this and that. Okay, great." And then you have this guy who just gets up, leaves for an hour, and then and all this stuff. The teacher gets yelled at because the grades are plummeting. Your kids are just leaving the classroom, not coming back, and all this stuff. And the teacher comes back the next day, "Guys, we gotta stop doing this, okay? So when you guys need to go to the bathroom, you raise your hand, ask, and you guys are now gonna get homework because the grades are plummeting because one kid in the class is not doing very well. So now you all guys gotta do homework, okay? Sorry." Because this guy, he ruins everything. Or a teacher would have a little bowl of candy, and everyone would just take one candy like a human, like a normal person, and maybe two, but they would just get one. DSP would go up, take a handful and put it in his backpack and walk out. And the teacher's like, "Okay, no more candy." And that's that. Because this guy exists. This is why bad shit happens to good people.
Of these games with no input delay, right? It's going to be awesome. And I'm very excited for this, and I'm very grateful. But I hope this doesn't backfire, and now people are like, "Oh, see, now Phil has all this stuff, so screw him. He doesn't need any support." It's the opposite. This is my job. This is literally all equipment showing up for my job, for me to make better content for you.
So then, why didn't he invest in his job? He says, "Oh, if I ran a fundraiser, then no one would donate, man." But why not just take some of the money, I don't know, the amount of money that it took, right, to get the fighting game venture for Street Fighter 6 on PS5, that amount of money, you take it out once a year, you would get up to $1,000 in a year, or 2 years, or whatever the fuck. Come on out, dog.
So I hope you will continue to please support. I don't want to bring this up constantly all day. I don't, but I feel like I have to because
it's just funny. If he does fundraisers, then his chat would not support at all. He gets gifted one. Now he has a risk of his chat still not supporting. Man, it's this dude is terrified of the idea that maybe he just can't afford to do all this stuff. And again, the thing is, he got a $2,000 PC, and you think, okay, maybe he'll just relax a little bit. Fuck no. Keep begging.
Literally, you have a bunch of assholes coming out and saying this. It's completely untrue. They just want to hurt me again. They're angry that I'm having a streak of good fortune, right? So now, because they're angry about that, now they want to turn it into...
Again, remember, he bragged how the trolls can't hurt him. They can't do anything. They can't affect my business. And now he's talking as if the trolls can affect his business again. I thought they can affect your business, huh?
To a negative for me. So let's get Phil's viewers to think that he's rich and rolling in dough so that they won't support his streams anymore. Okay? So, yeah, do you want to know the truth? I'm nervous about that shit because there's some people who just believe anything, and that's sad. You know, we have regular viewers who come by, and all of a sudden I find out, oh, they talked to a detractor. Now they hate me. I didn't even do anything.
Again, he could have just kind of coped and said, hey, if this person was willing to believe a random troll over me, then they probably weren't fans to begin with. And honestly, you could make that argument very easy with Jordan. Because guess what, guys? When he first entered the pig pen, he just told DSP, hey man, if you play Stardew, I donate. It's very obvious he only cared so that DSP would play Stardew for him. Like, does that sound like a fan to you? Someone just shows up to your stream, and you know what's even funnier about this? DSP said he would never listen to people that do that, right? That's fucked up that these people try to take over my streams, man. He literally played Stardew for Jordan. Sure, he used the Indie Marathon to kind of kickstart Stardew, but he kind of played that for Jordan. But this dude is literally buttered that this guy listened to a troll and never came back. DSP, this dude came to your chat, the first thing he did was beg you to play a game for him. And you're mad that this dude wasn't a fan. We're just gonna ignore all the people in your chat that support you and are there for any stream you do, and you're gonna be upset about Jordan. Okay.
I'm just making the same content. I haven't changed. I'm the same dude, and now they hate me all of a sudden. I get nervous about this shit because, you know, I love you guys. I want to hang out with you.
I love you guys. Again, this dude made it a personality to shit on trolls and other streamers for having a parasocial relationship with their audience. But him telling his audience that he loves them is not parasocial behavior. Now, you could argue that some streamers do it intentionally or whatever, but the thing is, as I said in the last video where I talked about parasocial relationships, is that it's not intrinsically tied to the streamer or the viewer. It's just a thing that happens with interacting on the internet. Because people can very easily misinterpret intentions or what they're being told or whatever. And it's very susceptible for younger people like Derek or whatever, people who may just be lonely people. It's a thing that happens. It's not intentionally and it's very tricky because you could say that streamers are exploiting that relationship, that people can understand that they're creating this parasocial relationship and they're just kind of writing that, and that does happen. Again, these are things that are not, I would argue, it's not easily provable in certain cases, because I've seen people just kind of throw that out randomly. Mostly this guy has been throwing this claim out randomly at just everyone. On the flip side, DSP, I could kind of believe that he's very unintentionally or unknowingly dumb enough to not see the issue of saying, I love you guys, and saying that we have a relationship and all this stuff. He just says words and doesn't understand that it could be misconstrued the same way. A girl could be streaming and she could just be honestly just gaming and doing whatever and saying, oh, thanks for the sub, and then someone may think, oh, she's into me. It could be the same kind of shit. It just happens sometimes. And sometimes you either have to ignore that kind of advances and say, oh, whatever, or distance yourself in some way. But when you start just encouraging it, and it's either you're doing it unknowingly and you're dumb and you don't see the issue, or you're just or you just want that parasocial relationship to keep going. I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean?
With you, I want to keep making content. I don't want to get a new PC and now for 2 weeks I have they hate me all of a sudden. I get nervous about this shit because, I love you guys. I want
This dude just said that because he wants to play up the victim segment so bad.
I want to hang out with you. I want to keep making
I
content.
love you guys.
I don't want to get a new PC, and now for 2 weeks, I
This
have 2 of
dude
the
is
slowest weeks
insane.
I've ever had.
I guarantee you, if you saw like a girl say this to their chat, I don't think it's gonna say, "Wow, she's being so positive to her chat, man." She would probably have a very different opinion.
Stream because people think I'm rich. I'm not. You know, please understand, this is definitely a gift from someone, a very generous gift, and I'm appreciative of it, but I hope that it doesn't backfire. You know what I mean? Like, yes, today, this is a cause for celebration. This is something that's going to massively improve my setup.
Again,
and it's going to make my...
we're celebrating, and the dude at the party is talking about how you guys may hate him. What a great party. Oh, Theo, I'm at your party. Oh, man, happy birthday. Guys, you may hate me. What if you guys hate me? What if a dude down the street said I'm shit and you guys believe him? Like, that's very cool. Very fun.
Make my content much better moving forward. It's something we have talked about for the longest time, is having a gaming PC. And now it's...
We talked for the longest time for a gaming PC, yeah. And you know what all those discussions were?
PC gaming is over, guys. I don't think PC gaming is that important. What's on PC anyway that I can't play on console? You know, I think everyone needs to get over it. PC gaming isn't as what it used to be. Games are broken at launch. Games don't work. You know, GTA 6, that's not coming on PC, man. That's what the discussions were for years.
Now it's finally coming to fruition. All that anticipation and hype is finally happening, right? I don't want this to now turn into, oh, now Phil can't pay his bills because, you know?
It should go that way.
As I've said, we easily could have done a fundraiser to do
Because
something
again,
like his ages.
this dude got like Patreon money, he got ad revenue money, and really when his gaming channel went away, he said that he makes a lot of his money off of the legacy videos. So think about that for what you will.
Ages ago. And I didn't do that. What is the reason of that? I told you, because I know that my fans are already very generous. My fans already support my stream so much that if I did a fundraiser to get a PC, they absolutely would support it. But then they'd be like, well, sorry, now I can't help you for the next month because I gave you everything I got so you could get your PC.
But I thought it's a revolving door of support. Like, what if someone else comes in and supports you after that? Like, you know you're streaming on the internet, and a bunch of strangers are watching, and they could give you money too. Whatever.
So that's why I never did a fundraiser to do something like this. Someone now going out of their way and doing it out of the kindness of their own heart is very much appreciated. But now I'm nervous. And so I hope this doesn't come to fruition. I hope that people will still come by and hang out and support.
But guess
streams,
what? Guess what? He
because,
gets $150 this stream, and he didn't wear a vest.
Yeah, it does make me very nervous. But with all the nasty shit that's said about me, literally every single day, it makes me nervous and upset that morons might.
I thought public opinion was changing. He just told us it was changing, and now he's cool, and everyone loves him and his content.
Do toxic stuff towards me. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's move on. The big elephant in the room is the processor in this new PC.
All right, we're not talking about the processor. Get out of here. Concerned about the processor, defending TV, don't give a fuck about that. Let's do this.
Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, there's no late stream. Tomorrow night, I'm going to appear on the Kino Casino show over on Kick. And I hope there's no technical difficulties or whatever, because I've never done this way before. It's going to be weird, but we'll see. We'll try. Hopefully it works. And hopefully it's a good time. We'll see. All right? And I'm going to say this.
Okay,
I'm going to say it again.
Okay, he's gonna
a lot of people now have contacted me to say, aren't you aware that the guys at Kino Casino have essentially massively insulted you and your wife and other stuff? First of all, yes, I'm well aware of that.
Okay, so why are you mad when other people make fun of your dumb wife, but you're okay with them making fun of your dumb wife? Like, this dude, like, I don't understand. Like, I guess what it is the trolls are super toxic, right? Like they say that she's like stupid, she's fat, she's on Ozempic, she's cheating on him, and all this other stuff. Very toxic. But it's okay for Kino to say that fat is cat is fat, and calling him the R slur and all this other shit. That's fine. That's positive. Okay.
Okay, I'm well aware of it. Just like anyone else who's considered a lol cow, I've been the target of the ire of internet commentators like them. Okay? Now, they have actually come out and apologized publicly. You didn't know? They already did. They came out and they said, we're sorry because, you know, we didn't know, Phil. We do this to everyone. And now that we...
This is so stupid. And, like, again, as I said a little bit, this better be facetious and there better be a payoff because, man, I could be very negative about this, but I'll see how it plays out. I'll be patient for this one. But if this was anyone else saying this, I don't think I think people would have a different opinion. Imagine if 672 said this.
Now that we've actually talked with Phil, you know, we like him, we want him on the show, and you know, we're hoping that it clicks and it goes well, and if it goes well, we'll see what the future holds. But you never know. Maybe I'll be on the show and it won't work. And we've actually talked with Phil, you know,
What was it?
come out and apologized publicly. You didn't know? They already did. They came out and they said, we're sorry because, you know, we didn't know, Phil. We do this to everyone.
Okay.
And now that we've actually talked with Phil, you know, we like him, we want him on the show, and you know, we're hoping that it clicks and it goes well, and if it goes well, we'll see what the future holds. But you never know. Maybe I'll be on the show and it won't work, and everyone's like, nah, we're we gave it a try. Or maybe we'll go on the show, it'll be the best thing ever, and we'll want to collaborate further in the future, right? So let's give it a chance and play it by ear. But they already apologized. They came out and said, yeah, we didn't mean it. In fact, like, for example, I forget, does he go by Triple P? I know that Andy goes by Andy. But I don't know.
I know Andy goes by Andy.
I don't know if he goes by Triple P or whatever. So if someone please tell me what he goes by on the show because I'm not sure. But basically he was like, yeah, to be honest, we don't even know Phil. Like the meme that he referenced about my wife was literally a detractor meme. He didn't even know.
Are you fucking serious though? Like they gotta be like fucking with him. Because man, I'm gonna assume they're fucking with him, and they're just lying, which it's a very bad lie, and I wouldn't put it past DSP to believe it though. To be completely fair, because this dude is an idiot anyway, so I could see him like you could literally make up anything and he'll believe it. So I wouldn't. So him saying we didn't know, I could see DSP believing that. Because there's no, like, it was PPPPP, whatever the fuck. PPP, whatever. Fuck this guy's name. I'm gonna call him P. That's all I'm gonna call him. P. What? So P just called a woman that he'd never seen before fat. But, I mean, it's hard to believe because, again, the videos exist, and of course they would have to see that, correct? So I'm just gonna assume it's being facetious because there's no. I kind of refuse to believe someone's that ignorant about how cat looks because otherwise, man, that's ironic coming from him. You know what I mean?
Even know what it meant because he's like I never seen his wife. I never saw anything about his wife. So it's Triple P. That's what he's called, Triple P. Because I don't call him PPP. I call him Triple P. Okay.
I heard he doesn't go by Triple P, but whatever.
But no, like, listen. I get it. They follow the memes just like everyone else. Here's the funny part about.
So here's the other thing. So this is the other thing. Everyone else follows the meme, right? Are all sheep and evil, stupid, fucking people, right? They follow the meme, and they literally, according to their own accord, don't know anything, and that's okay. Man, it's really like DSP only is this lenient to Kino because he's seeing benefit from it. He's seeing a possible reward from working with them. That's what this is. He sees a possible benefit, so he's not gonna rock the boat, and he'll spin it however he wants. But if they do like go mask off, and like show their true colors to him, it may be different. It may be a different thing, but you know.
Part about saying this, okay? If I literally refuse to talk to or be civil with anyone who has insulted me on the internet who I don't know, I literally would have 0 interactions with anyone on the internet. I don't think there's a single person
Oh my god,
who has
dude.
not taken a stab at me at this point.
Mike Klum literally was working with him and was the most like positive person that talked to Phil. Like, there was a clip where It's a Gundam kept trying to get Mike Klum to dog on his wife, and he didn't. He says like, well, they're nice people. They're nice people. They're nice people. And all this stuff. Like, it was kind of awkward because it was very obvious that Mike Klum wasn't gonna like participate, and It's a Gundam kept trying to like get it, and he wasn't getting it. So that's what that was. But nah, fuck that guy. That guy wasn't being nice to Phil, apparently, even though like he was the nicest guy to him. Like, he had nothing but nice things to say about him. Literally nothing but nice things. But okay.
At this point, who's a public figure on the internet. I think they all have at some point, because I'm such a well-known meme on the internet that
But again, like, Mega 64, for example, probably only known from fapping and not understanding what sarcasm was. And that's it. He probably could have done anything with them. Because, you know, they're not gonna fucking, like, they don't fucking care. But DSP, like, convinced himself that everyone on the internet all knows the meme and all this shit. Like, come on.
every person has insulted me in some way.
And again, this also isn't just about them insulting him, it's also that they make the content that DSP hates. And he wants to work with that. Again, as I said, this dude doesn't stand for anything. He has no consistency, no morals, nothing. He will bend over if you have positive benefit for his wallet or his ego. Then he'll bend over for you. If you don't, fuck you.
So I'd be pretty close-minded to say, well, guys, you know, I refuse to work with anyone at all.
Guess what? He said that though. After the side school, he said,
Okay, guys, I realize I'm not gonna like work with anyone that's drama. You know, I'm gonna just be my own thing. I want to stay in my lane. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go outside my lane to talk to Kino Casino, man.
so all of that, as I said, when he was doing that shit, was all fake. And guess what? If it happens again, guess what he's gonna say? He's gonna stay in his lane. He doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to do that until the next collab comes up. Because this dude just says shit. He just says shit.
In this case, they've extended the olive branch, okay? They have. And they have publicly apologized for the stuff that they said. And they've admitted, they said this is not going to be some stupid trap show where they're trying to get me on there, and then all of a sudden it becomes an interview with gotcha questions and special guests popping in to cause drama. Nothing. It's like nothing like that at all. It's their normal show. I'm just going to be on it for a couple of hours to be a part of the show, and we'll see how it goes, okay? So that's tomorrow night at the same time that I normally would have done my late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to get set up. I'm going to go over there, try to join them, and go from there, okay? And we'll see how it goes, okay? Wednesday, obviously, I'm going to talk all about that appearance on my podcast, and then Steam, and we mess around with games, and we download a few games.
Okay, we're not gonna fucking listen to that. It's gonna be Game Pass Night 2.0. Okay, let's see. Kino Casino, weekly schedule, shout support. Let's see, where are the trolls? Reacting to clickbait videos, criticizes clickbait videos on YouTube, discussing it. Okay, let's listen to this. This sounds fun. And we'll go right into the next part, I guess. The last part of this video.
Really? I issued a $1 tip from Mateo. He says, I love the DSP react you made on that Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom video. That guy always uses clickbait on any Marvel video, and he acts like he knows what's going on. The fact that he makes money on guessing is crazy. It's, to me,
oh man,
all right, if you're going to say, okay, here's my opinion on
who
something.
fucking cares?
Here's how I think maybe this could happen.
Dude, this is like so lame. The Marvel like slot machine, the slot YouTubers, whatever the fuck, who fucking cares? They're gonna like eat it up anyway. Guys, what if it's like, oh, okay, so what?
Right? That's one thing. That guy literally titles his video, "This is how Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Dr. Doom." No, it's not. You know nothing. You don't work for Marvel. You're not writing the script. You're a jackass for lying, because then people think you know something. They think you have insider info, and they click your video, and then they find out you're just an asshole, right?
You're just an asshole.
I've seen
Just
countless
think of
videos
Blake from
that say,
Heavy Rain.
here's how he might be Dr. Doom. Here's how Tony Stark could be Dr. Doom. That's completely different. But I just don't like the clickbait. So I'm just honest about it. That's my feelings. Okay, thank you for the $1 tip.
Wow, what a
I
statement.
received an incredibly generous $50 tip this morning from D-Man.
Is
He
Mateo
says,
not getting
"Your
added to
detractors
the
lost all
super
accountability.
chat?
Ability.
Oh,
They've been
yeah.
peddling for years. At this point, you spend all of your tip money on mobile games, extravagant dinners. Now they're saying you somehow bought an expensive car, but they can't explain."
No one believes this, by the way. Like, only the people in DSP's chat bring it up. Like, that was where I first heard about it. Then I saw people say, oh, it's from Reddit. And I'm like, okay, it's Reddit.
How you'd be able to pay bills if you're insanely blowing out all of your money. Obviously, it's clear they won't stop until you're homeless. That's their sick goal. Congrats on the new PC, and allow me to reach your goal for your first stream. Thank you to D-Man.
Don't worry. I don't think we need to get him homeless. He acts homeless as it is.
For a $50 tip. I appreciate that very, very much.
He's a very successful homeless guy.
You tell me, because again, their narrative only works
It
to a
only
certain
works,
extent
man.
because I won't entertain it, correct? So
Right.
now I've just stayed silent and said, whatever, you say whatever you want for years. Now the narrative doesn't seem to work anymore if everything they're saying is true. So it's like either they're wrong or they're wrong. There's no situation where they can actually be right. Right? There's no
Okay.
way that with the money that I make on my streams that I could be buying a car, buying a PC, buying a webcam, buying a Victrix joystick, and then spending.
But again, he spent like $500 for the Cadillac of fight sticks. Like, this dude is so dented. Like, fair enough. Sure, he doesn't make enough. Let's say he doesn't make enough to buy another car. Okay, good point. But guess what? Kat has a job. She has credit. What if she wanted a car and then like you contributed to help her pay it off? Like, it, the more you think about it, you can kind of like rationalize a lot, because guess what? They both have jobs and they both get paid. Like, come on. Now, realistically, I don't think they have another car, to be honest. I don't believe it. Again, I would have to see a picture. I want a picture of Kat in that car getting out of the car. Then maybe I'd believe it. But until then, I ain't believing shit. But even then, again, you could argue a lot of stuff. But again, him buying a Victrix, the face cam, these I would argue are not like unbelievable purchases. Like, they're really not. I'm sorry, Phil, but these aren't outlandish things to say. Again, he bought the fucking Quanba with like $100 editions of 2 fighting games. You're telling me you couldn't afford the Victrix or a $200 camera? But you could afford the Cadillac of fight sticks. Like, dude, come on. Like, it's just as oh my god, what am I trying to say? It's just as believable as people gifting him the chair, the Xbox Series X, and the Victrix. It's just as believable. Because it's not that outlandish. He could make that money in a week.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars on mobile games. It can't happen. So the narrative is flawed. It never was true.
And again, he's painting the hundreds of thousands of mobile games as if it was like one big payment per month, when it's just the total of all the transactions done in that game.
Shit that they've been fabricating for years on their own bullshit. they circle jerk themselves so hard in their circles of bullshit that they just believe the bullshit. They forget that this could be true, but it's circumstantial. This could be true, or it could be completely fabricated, but we have no evidence either way, so we'll just assume it's true. They forget that because they just want to believe. If you want,
and again, he's painting all trolls under the same brush because, again, I've said it doesn't matter if the fucking WWE Champions thing is real. I still believe this dude wastes money at anything. Again, look at the fucking capture cards he bought. Look at the fight stick he got. He has 2 fight sticks. He didn't need 2 of them, but now he has 3. He buys all these controllers that he doesn't need. He just does all this stuff that's not like a good look for him. Like, come on, man.
Want to believe something, it doesn't matter how much you are presented evidence to the contrary, you'll still believe it. You understand? So there's no point. So I just sat here and said, I'm just going to be quiet and do my own thing and let them destroy themselves. And now they're getting to the point, they've pretty much done it, right? Like, they don't have an argument anymore. How could you say all this stuff is true? It doesn't even make any fucking sense. Make it make sense. Did I win the lotto? Do you have evidence I won the fucking lotto? That'll be the next thing. We found evidence Phil won the lotto. Sure. Go find that too. Go for it.
Oh my
and then
God.
they'll believe it, right?
Dude, and look how worked up he's getting too about it.
They're so stupid.
We're so stupid, but what does it say about your audience falling for what trolls say? Like, to a point, by extension, he's calling his fans stupid if they believe it. A very positive individual. I mean, I think it would have just been better to just not focus on it, you know?
Okay. So thank you, D-Man. With that, let's go to Glasses time.
Okay. We are going to move on. Is there anything else in this fucking video? Keylogger scenario. Oh, guess what? He brings up Rich, I guess. Jokes about potential legal actions, of course. Refusing offensive terms. Criticizes the use of term. Okay, let's listen to this. This is actually pretty funny.
Today, Baba Bo did a super chat and says, what do you think of the word dent? The word dent, there's nothing wrong with the word dent. It means what? To have an impact or something? I have dents in my car right now, you know? Fine. Now, if you use it in a very negative way against a human, that's messed up. Like my detractors use it all the time in awful, awful ways. And people don't even realize.
He uses mouse driller in awful, awful ways. And I mean, you know, it's an insult. It's not supposed to be polite.
Realize what it means. Do you want to know how they use it? They use it as a phrase that says, essentially, you were dropped on your head as a kid, so you have a dent in your head. So
that's not really what that means. It just means you have a dent in your head. I mean, the other stuff is like added story to just the definition. Like, who cares? And in my opinion, I think it mostly comes from the Wojak memes. You know, the things that are popular on the internet. You know what I mean?
So basically, you're slow and have mental incapacitation because you were dropped on your head. And the insinuation that my detractors make is that if you watch and really enjoy Phil's content, you must be slow, right? If you were to actually go to Phil's content and like it so much that you would want to contribute to keep it going, oh, you must be mentally incapacitated. So they call them, you're a dent, okay? That's insanely offensive. Insanely offensive to say something like that. Especially in the modern day.
What a mouse driller! Some people who drool from their mouth, they can't control it, and they didn't choose to be born that way. So what about that, Phil?
No, you can't be joking like that anymore. It's not even a joke. It's a outright
Wait, what?
Insanely offensive to say something like that, especially in the modern day. You know. You can't be joking like that anymore. It's not even a joke. It's
in the modern day, you can't joke like that anymore. Then how do people do it? How do people get away with it? Huh?
Outright insult.
Again, this dude like believes in like the most stereotypical boogeyman SJW cancel culture monster. He thinks that if he said the R word unironically, and he said that like President Biden is gonna throw him in jail and give him the death sentence, and the executioner is gonna be the meme, the girl who's like this. She's gonna do it. She's gonna be the one, and she's gonna make that face as she drops the fucking guillotine. That's right. We're bringing back the guillotine.
All right. So no, I don't support it. I think it's messed up. And listen, I know that probably other people use the term as well. Maybe even people in this community. I don't use it. You know that I don't use it at all. I'm not gonna call people that or insult them. You've never heard me insult someone. And
Now,
say that,
people
right?
bring up the hate army clip of him saying, "God, you guys are dense." It sounds like dense, but he's saying dense, like dense, the density. Like that's what he was saying, but it just comes off as dense. So of course it gets memed on because it's DSP, the king of them.
Right? I'm not going to. I think that's really low. It's messed up. I can't stop other people from saying it, you know? But what I know what's happened is people have been flipping stuff on its head.
What?
Like, people are now saying exactly. The detractors are now the dent tractors. And I'm like, you know.
He smiled. He
It's
smiled,
kinda
by the way. Look at this.
like,
Look at this.
people are now saying exactly. The detractors are now the dent tractors. And I'm like,
Oh, I guess I was.
it's kind of
I
like,
saw what I wanted to see.
it's karma.
It's
They've
karma. It's karma, dude. People insult people on the internet all the time.
Using the offensive term for so long, now people are turning the offensive term against them.
What? This dude talks as if like saying the word dent is like a weapon, and it's like, and then then when someone else said it to us, we're like, what? But no one cares. Like, people are like, oh, you think I'm stupid? Okay, you fucking idiot. Like, it's this dude is the way he just goes about life. It has to be studied. It has to be studied in a lab somewhere. Like, this dude is, it's insane. Listen to this.
It's kind of like, it's karma. They've been using the offensive term for so long. Now people are turning the offensive term against them, and it fits better than how they were using it.
I mean, he has a mod that literally has a dent in his head. Like, literally. But you can literally find other people in DSP's community that are fucking stupid. Because guess what, Phil? Stupid people are everywhere. Like, everywhere. It's not just your community, it's not just the detractors, it's everywhere. You'd be surprised where stupid people can be. Stupid people exist, Phil. And it's so funny that this dude talks like this in this kind of way, that, oh, it fits better this way or that way. But, dude, he had rants saying that, oh, these anti-vaxxers, they think that vaccines give people 5 arms and they're fucking stupid and this and that. And then, like, now, he's saying that there are more stupid people in the detractors, like, party or whatever the fuck. Like, dude, come on. Come on. Whatever.
It literally fits better because it sounds like the word that they were called to begin with. So it's like, that's
And by the way, DSP never fucking came up with that. Someone else had to come up with that, not him. The dude who called us detractors in the first place.
fault. You used the word, and now it's being turned towards you, and now you look like jackasses. Now you
Okay, what about Dentside Phil? Literally? Okay, now we can be toxic about this. Let's just take a look at the little PC setup as he looks fucking terrified in this. We're gonna jump connection frustration.
So, yeah, it won't even connect to the internet. It says, even though it's connected by a wire, all right, it should be fine. Unidentified network, no internet. I literally gave it the information for my wireless downstairs. It tries to log in. Secured, cannot connect to this network. So what do I do?
What do I do?
Just give the PC a restart? All right, I'll tell it to restart itself.
Okay, I thought that was the internet. PC restart attempt. Okay, maybe this?
Shut up about restarting the modem. Boy, you guys are dumb. I'm literally on the internet broadcasting. You want me to restart my modem? You think
I thought the trolls were stupid. Why did you say your chat's dumb? I'm confused. I thought we were the stupid ones. Maybe I'm too dumb. Maybe like let's start this over again.
Shut up about restarting the modem. Boy, you guys are dumb. I'm literally on the internet broadcasting. You want me to restart my modem? You think that's gonna fix the PC's issues?
As I said, if people listen to this fucking idiot, if they listened to him and did not tell him to restart his computer, his internet, he never would have gotten that PC to work. Like, ever. And this dude is calling us the idiots. This dude was doing this and it was like, what do I do, guys? Okay, I plugged in. What do I do? Turn out. Okay, I turned out. What do I do, guys? Okay, turned on. Okay. Like, and look, I know I fucking use Mac. I know everyone's gonna say, Theo, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know anything about PC. You use a Mac. But I can guarantee you, I would, if I ran into problems, I would get my phone and Google them. And then, worst case scenario, I just find other ways to fix it. I may call a technician. I may call people who I know use the PC. I have, I have other people I can reach out to. But guess what? I would have tried to figure out on my own, and I would try to read. Which is like the most useful thing, because probably because he kept canceling out of a setup client. Now I'm thinking to myself, if I'm setting up a PC, I think that would be an important thing to do. But whatever, he just didn't want to do it. He had a hard time reading. Again, this dude did not know to log into Steam to use his username. He kept putting his email. Now, I could argue, or say I could defend him in this way, that a lot of websites allow you to use either use your username or email. But they always specify that when you look at the login. So, you still have to, read. And DSP just doesn't read. He just can't. And this is the dude that's calling you stupid, by the way.
Restarting the modem. Shut the fuck up. God, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No, just the internet, Ethernet connected. But
Okay. Oh yeah? Wow, he's just sitting there. Man. Trolls are seething. But this is literally the face of a dude that's seething right now. He's the king of seething. He's seething right now. I'm watching him seethe. And then what's so embarrassing about this,
network and internet.
And it keeps happening. He does this. He acts like a little bitch to his audience, calls them stupid. And then when he decides to do what they said, after them telling him multiple times, he does it out of, this is the other kicker. He does it out of frustration. Fine. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, fine. So everyone's saying to restart the internet. I'll do it. Okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it, guys. I'll be right back. He does it. It fixes it. Okay, guys. It fixes, guys. Yeah, this is pretty cool, man. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa! The PC turned on. That's what he did. And then he says the banger line. I wonder what the AI picked it up as. Man, he's gonna put this in every fucking description, isn't he? Please tell me it says apologize. The chat says to apologize, and the streamer says apologize for fucking what? Restarting. RGB. Gratitude to donor. Thanks, PC donor. Game purchase. Oh no, I don't think it says it here. Uh-oh. Okay, right. Okay, maybe it's this one.
So now we got to finish the setup. What's the next step? Someone thinks, but now we have to finish. So,
okay, maybe it's here.
Apologize for.
There we go, the banger. The banger's here.
Ooh. Why apologize for what? Why would I apologize? Everyone gave me a different answer of what was wrong. Some people said it was the BIOS. Some people said I
This is him being grateful to get help, by the way.
needed to delete the thing and have it reinstalled. Some people said I had to restart my modem. Some people said I had to.
And guess what? That fixed it. Someone said that. He called them stupid and to shut up. And then he did that, and he had the gall to say, he sat there in his little fucking gamer chair saying,
Guys, why would I don't know what happened, but apparently it fixed the problem, but I don't know why did it fix it? What fixed it, man? I don't know, it's so weird, man. It just fixed it. I don't know what fixed it, man. How did it get fixed? It's weird. I resetted the internet and then it started working. I don't know what's going on, man. What did I do?
and now he's saying, apologize for
I had to
fucking
restart
what?
my router. No one gave me a solid answer on anything, so we literally just did everything. Now somehow I'm at fault. I'm a heinous villain because a new PC arrived and it gave me all this frustration tonight. So I'm the heinous villain. Gotcha.
And look how he acts, like,
Okay, thank you so much.
and he's like, man, let's go back to this.
Now you gotta live with it. You know,
Now you gotta
I'm
live
not
with
gonna
it.
use the term because I do find it offensive. Okay? It's that simple.
What about the R word?
Okay. And then Mateo
Okay.
did another super chat. Hold on, because it disappeared. Hold on.
He's still on the leaderboard, by the way.
Mateo did another super chat. Oh, okay. From Troublesome Zaza. So let's see what this person says. Says King DSP, I actually used to be a hater, and it was all based on detractor shit. Hold on.
Here we go.
Plays animation.
Dude, I watch you from
I was
the
wrong and I want to
trolls.
apologize. Kino Casino were right. I
Kino
want
Casino
to
is
pay my
right,
apologies
of
tax
course.
to thee. Yours respectfully. Yes, again, these guys have running memes about me. One of them is that I am a true king. And I know it's all joking. It's not meant to be
Yeah, but
serious,
you love
but
it.
it's funny.
Yeah.
You know, what's his name?
Man, I wonder why that's funny. I wonder why when they said he's a king, that's funny. But if we say he's the king, it's not funny because you're saying he's the king I hate. But what is he the king of?
P says that I have an army of eunuch spies.
I mean, that's kind of negative. Think about it. I mean, he's pretty much saying that his spies don't have any privacy because aren't eunuchs like they cut their balls off or something, right? Correct? I don't fucking know. The last time I heard about a eunuch was in Game of Thrones. This is years ago when it was hot, man. But yeah, isn't that what a eunuch is? And this dude is like, that's what he called his fans, and he's laughing about it. That's so funny. Okay, I agree. His fans are a bunch of eunuchs. I guess that is pretty funny, man.
Like a Game of Thrones. I have an army of eunuch spies that report to me daily on the occurrences of the internet.
But Phil, what do eunuchs do though? I mean, they spy, but what are eunuchs also known for? Think about that.
He's right, actually.
He's
I
right.
do have an army of eunuch spies. I just don't talk about it because then it blows their cover. I can't be talking about that shit publicly. You know, you gotta keep that under wraps. Anyway, I'm sure I'll talk more about that on the show tomorrow night when I'm on their show. Okay, I'm sure they want to talk all about my army of eunuch spies.
Sure. So it's okay for them to talk about stuff, but I thought you didn't want to talk about drama. Okay. All right. Whatever.
I received a $1.20 tip
Oh, you're talking about whales.
Jade, you're asking if I can play old Geef? Now, I don't know what you mean. If you mean the
Okay, we're just gonna skip
continue.
the
I
term of
received
whale.
$1.20 tip. What do you think of the term whale? The term whale has
Whale
been used
tail
for
Jade.
ages and ages and ages. On gaming in general. Actually, it used to be PC gaming. Because before
No.
mobile games became huge.
No, it was mobile games. Shut up.
Okay.
There was no microtransactions before mobile games. I hate to break it to you. The most microtransactions you got was like season passes and online passes. But that's it. It was mostly mobile games that had them, Phil.
You could whale out on a PC game. PC games used to have microtransactions and things that you could pay to win, right? For sure. In fact, if I remember, the term might have originated around MMOs because people who were whales would go online and buy currency and buy crafting items and things from people who would mine.
I don't. Okay,
You could argue a game like Call of Duty with its
we're just gonna skip ahead
every
a little
upgrade.
bit.
You could be for example, it's not as insulting as the word dent that we used earlier, support or whatever. So is it meant to be directly throw money at the game to get every item and every character and every upgrade? You could be a whale of someone who's a live streamer because you throw them tons of support or whatever. So is it meant to be derogatory? Yeah, but it's certainly not like for example, it's not as insulting as the word dent that we used earlier. It's not insinuating that you're mentally ill or have a mental incapacitation. It just means that you just love throwing money at something. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, but you know what? He says that people that throw money at something are stupid, though. Go back and watch all of the little baby rants he had about GTA Online and people who spend money on things that they want to spend money on. And guess what he does? He calls them stupid and says they're all a bunch of sheep and they're ruining the industry and they're ruining his life. But now, it's okay if they want to spend money, man. Okay. Very cool.
Okay. Oh, let's see. I received $1 tip. And it's a troll. So I just ignore that. I received another $1.50 tip.
Jasper the cat. What's going on,
Jasper Kitty, come up here and cheer me up.
Oh my
Come up
god.
here, buddy.
Oh, I know. It was because he didn't want to buy the game. Listen to this. He has $103. He got $80 back from canceling PS Plus. And look at this.
I don't want to get upset because I'm bucks. Watch, you guys are gonna say it's 60, aren't you? I hope it's not fucking $60, dude. Seriously, I hope it's not $60. I'm gonna get very upset.
He knows it's $60. I mean, this is like classic schoolroom teacher joke moment.
I don't want to get upset because I was in a good mood. Please don't tell me it's $60 on Steam. Please don't tell me that. If it is $60 on Steam, still don't tell me that. I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. Okay. Thank you, Darren. With that, we'll have a hat. The thing is, obviously when I'm playing fighting games, I don't want to have too intrusive of a hat. So I guess I have to figure out how I want to do this.
Okay.
Like what hats should we have available for today?
Okay.
It's no. It's $6.
Again, $103. $103. He has enough to buy the game, and he saved the renewal of the $80 subscription. But he does, and you know what's funny? This happened in the same stream. He said,
Well, so I bought this for my business. Should I buy this for my business?
"You're buying Street Fighter 6 for your business, Phil. I thought you're okay. I thought it's okay to buy stuff for your business."
$60.
Man, this
It's
dude
$60 on Steam.
And remember, guys, this is the dude that mocks people for being upset about their caramel macchiatos. Apparently, people get very mad about that specific drink. Only that drink. Fucking how dare you fuck with my caramel macchiato, bitch. You fuck with it, you fuck with everyone.
Donkulous! I'm shook. I screwed up. You got balls!
We're really gonna hold on to this joke for so long, and then he does his favorite thing: to get up and leave. He loves getting up and leaving because he hates it here.
Jasper Kitty, come up here and cheer me up.
Cheer me up. I don't want to spend $60 when I'm sitting with $103. Oh, modding Street Fighter 6. Yeah, he's definitely gonna do that. Definitely.
Let's see. Sarah did a super chat. Will tomorrow with Kino Casino be talking about drama and bullying those down on their luck, or will it be a variety stream with other topics? I don't run the show, Sarah. Not my show, it's theirs. So I'm sure we're gonna be doing whatever they want to do.
So
you know,
so
I'll
if they're like this dude, man, he sits there and is like,
No, so like, if you do negative content, you should like stand up and say no.
and all this other shit. But now he's saying he's gonna be a fucking sheep and do whatever they want to do. Wow. Very cool. PC delivery, confident demeanor. What is confident demeanor?
How do I look like this as a grown man? Listen, you wish you had my level of rap.
Okay, no, I would not be alive if I at all, you know. I would not be making videos, you know what I mean? G46 purchase dilemma. Dilemma! Oh my god. Community narratives. Oh boy. It sounds like fun.
BB Phil just
remember when BB Phil was banned? I remember. He probably paid his way back in, man.
€5 super chat. I thought your haters say you spend all your money on mobile games. So how can you have any money to be rich at the same time and buy all this stuff? Yeah, we already talked about that. We talked about that earlier on the stream. Their narrative doesn't work.
Oh my god,
unless
dude.
you constantly.
Okay.
And everything they've ever said is based on circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, I think it's circumstantial evidence that you have enough money for Street Fighter 6 and you don't want to buy it for weird reasons. Like, okay, that's that. We're not watching the rest. Let's see the fucking daily rap where he brags about his fucking dumb shit.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the daily wrap for what was Monday, the 5th of August, 2024, the day when my new PC arrived, late, and we had insane amounts of technical issues, but we got it.
This dude says,
I don't overpromise and underdeliver.
Why didn't he just set up a stream to set it up after it arrives? Like, it arrives, you can stay in this little box, then you set it up the next day. Because that way it's in the house and you know you have it. No, that's too smart.
Running essentially by the end of the streams. In a nutshell, today the podcast I talked all about all the technical stuff.
I wonder if he's gonna fake apologize. I feel like either in the daily rep or the podcast on Tuesday, as I'm recording this video, he is definitely like,
so okay, so he said up the thing and he's gonna go over this. So like, I do want to say that I am sorry. I was frustrated. I get heated sometimes. I'm human, okay? So I'm very sorry that like I snapped at you guys. And I know you guys get really upset. Like it's gonna be that kind of shit, and it's because it's just gonna be some. Like, he could not apologize genuinely when it happened. It has to be the next day so he can rehearse what he's gonna say. Not literally rehearse, but you know.
For PS5 and PC. Never stopped working, which means I couldn't play Street Fighter 6 on PS5 with these, nor could I get any audio to do. I spent almost over an hour to an hour and a half. I couldn't find either. And so basically I said, well, I guess what I'm gonna have to do then,
I want to hear this.
For about an hour that I had left on stream to play Street Fighter 6, was just try using the speakers on my TV, which I had never used before. So I turned them up to like 30 out of 100, and I started playing Street Fighter, and it sounded great. I was like, wow, the acoustics in the office sound good because it bounces the audio off the back wall.
Remember, this dude was a huge surround sound whore. He loves surround sound. Now that he can't get it, he has to just accept the fact that the TV speakers are pretty good. Now, I have a Sony TV as well, and I think, as far as I know, I don't know if it's the same with his model, but I think with mine, it was known to have like decent speakers that are built in, because I think they use I think the way that Sony does the speakers, it goes through the screen, so it's like kind of like decent, I guess, whatever. But they're not like great. So, that's why I end up getting better like sound system. I only got a sound bar. I think that's all I need. I don't give a fuck about surround sound. But that's what I've been using. But this dude is like, wow, the TV's really good, man. I mean, it's not garbage, but
And it sounded great, like pseudo surround sound. I was like, this sounds better than my neck phone.
Pseudo surround
Everyone on
sound.
stream's like, we don't hear it at all. I was like, wait, what? You're telling me I can play games on my TV with those really good Sony speakers that are installed in that TV, and you don't hear it? And everyone's like, we don't hear it. So I don't need the neck phones anymore. No, I don't.
Wow, you didn't.
Well, that was an epiphany.
Well, I guess
So
because of
now
the noise
these
gate
essentially
he
don't need
has.
to be used ever again. I can just listen to
By
my
the way,
speakers
when
on
this all was going down, he had 2 other neck phones, and he never once like asked himself, what if it's just that specific one? Like, he didn't even want to try the other 2. I wonder where it is. What if the real reason he did not do the co-op with Kat was because they lost the other 2 neck phones, or it's buried in Kat's storage room?
Here's on my TV. Sounds like an improvement. Okay? So I put
Okay.
it on an hour of Zangief, and then I had dinner, and during dinner, the PC got delivered. Okay? So, for tonight, the late stream, I introduced the PC on stream.
He
showed you what it was.
introduced it.
I went over there and I hooked it up.
All
I
right,
turned it on. You got to see
Chat,
the
this
lights
is
on
my
camera and
PC.
everything.
PC, this is my
And then the
chat.
problem started. I couldn't get the Ethernet to work with it. It took me upwards of over an hour to figure out.
Of his own ignorance. Again, this dude said that we, the detractors, are all dented and stupid. But this guy, he had to sit there for an hour and out of desperation tried what chat was telling him to do after calling his chat stupid. And this dude never once realized, man, maybe sometimes that does work.
Figure out what was wrong, and we still don't know what was wrong. I updated drivers with the BIOS. I restarted all my internet here in the house, and then finally, after like trying 10 things, it just worked. So
It
we
just
actually
worked.
don't know what the problem was, but the
It just worked. Dude, the last thing he did before it started working was restarting the internet. This is very, very, very fucking, like, spin zoned. This dude really just restarted the internet and it started to work, and he couldn't put 2 and 2 together. Like, he didn't even try. And the thing that's so funny about the Switch thing is that he said it updated, but when did the internet, the Comcast guy, go rogue on DSP, and when did he last use a Switch? I'm curious about that, because I'm wondering, did he stop playing the Switch right before that happened? Because if that's the case, I think we know why. But whatever. Regardless, after the fact, whatever, he just had to restart the fucking internet. That's all he had to do. And he didn't do it. And then he does it. I don't know what it was, man. I don't know what happened. Just so that he doesn't have to apologize. That's really what it is. He didn't want to say it was because of that, because he would feel really stupid, and DSP's pride would not let him feel that stupid.
Ethernet worked, that allow us to do the Windows updates, that allow us to do the NVIDIA driver updates, that allow us to install Steam, and then Steam wouldn't work. I was like, why isn't Steam working?
Why wouldn't Steam work? Huh? Tell us, Phil, what happened?
And it took me almost an hour to figure out why Steam wasn't working.
This dude is so pathetic. He can't even, like, admit he forgot his password. Literally, that is why it didn't work. This dude, man, is so fucking petty and insecure. This dude is so insecure. He's so terrified to admit he forgot his password. And then he doubled down and say, I commit all my passwords to memory. Yeah, man. And then he said that after he forgot his password in Steam. This dude is so insecure and, like, sad. This dude, man.
So we figured that out. Then after that, we finally installed...
See, this dude did not even explain why Steam wouldn't work. Phil, it's in a video. Why not just admit you forgot your fucking password? That is so pathetic. And this dude mocks people who, like, dye their hair for, like, not showing their age and all this shit. But this dude can't admit he forgot his own password. This dude is embarrassing.
Street Fighter 6, and it was already 10 p.m. So basically, we spent two and a half hours essentially. So I don't think I really noticed it. It was running fine. On with the compiling of shaders while we're talking, and then after that, I could play Street Fighter 6 because I didn't really get to play it all today.
Okay.
Maybe we'll even end the podcast early.
Sure. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the
Right.
podcast and Street Fighter 6. But keep in mind, I don't have a late stream tomorrow night. Why? And now I get to play one stream, and then I'm already out. It got delivered so late today. You guys want to see me playing Street Fighter 6 on the PC for the first time. Patient today. I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties and the rage during it. Looks like we've gotten through them, and tomorrow will be the first real stream of Street Fighter 6. Okay? Tomorrow. It should be neat. It should be fun. I don't need to wear these, which is great. It's going to be an interesting experience. I hope you'll join me for it, okay? Guys, thank you so much. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.
All right. Man, what are these recommendations? This one makes sense. I watched this on a stream. You know what? We're going to watch this. Enough of me saying every video, oh, I have a bonus video. I may watch it. I don't know. We're going to fucking watch it, guys. Get hyped.
It's the hate army, bro.
Hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out to hate.
Yeah, I'm putting my lunch off.
For hate.
Yeah, I'm starving for you guys. You better appreciate
I
it.
got major drippage everywhere in every direction. It's disgusting.
That's
Okay?
a cool thing to
Really
hear.
nasty. All right, that's what we got.
Drippage
We're going to continue.
everywhere.
Now, guys,
Okay.
again, please support the show. My goal is to raise $50 by the end of the show. We're at 11. All right, if we can hit the $50, that'd be amazing. It would definitely help me out because I missed a day of work yesterday.
All right. Oh man, he's
So
so
please support
sick.
the stream if you can. Thanks, and let's continue with our next 2 hours of reacting. Here we go. Okay, folks, welcome back to part 3 of DSP versus the
Nice
Internet,
little
episode
bag.
75. We're going to keep rolling through these Ultra member submissions. All right, now
The oldest mix-up in
I'll-
fighting games.
here's the thing. This video
Great video.
is very suspect. All right,
Very
this video was
suspect.
submitted by someone named Archmage. Okay. Here's the thing. I know
Here's the
absolutely
thing.
nothing about this, what we're about to watch, and we've watched Dr. Mike before, and his videos are quite good. So we're going to watch the
So
video.
then watch it.
But the weirdest thing about this is that
It's
there's
because
been
he
trolls-
saw like a Street Fighter 6 name, like Cats on Ozempic. I mean, Ozempic is now a general insult for fat people. Like that's kind of what it is. You know what I mean?
coming to stream in the last couple of weeks saying stuff about this drug.
Drug.
And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Really, like these people are nuts. I guess they've convinced themselves some weird conspiracy theory about
Oh my
me and this
God,
drug or
dude.
something.
Just saying, like, ironically, like, not serious, that Cat's on Ozempic, he thinks that we genuinely believe she's on Ozempic. I mean, if she was, right, it wouldn't matter. And secondly, wouldn't she be skinny if Ozempic is a weight loss thing? Whatever, but I don't think she is. But I think it's something completely different.
have
You know what I mean? But
absolutely no
whatever.
clue at all. But it just is weird to me that this video is submitted when in the last couple of weeks you've had trolls doing it, right?
Right.
I mean, we could skip it or we could listen to see what it is. I literally know nothing about it. It has nothing to do with me. It's these trolls are obsessive to the point where they make stuff up and then they repeat it to the point where they actually believe the nonsense they've made up. And then they act like, oh, well, I'll submit this video and we'll really get Phil. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think you reacting this way is them getting you, Phil.
No one that I know has ever
he's so
taken
terrified
Ozempic.
to watch this.
That includes myself, my wife, my parents, my other family members. No one.
How does he know that, though? He doesn't talk to his other family members, for starters. Secondly, his aunt didn't know she had gout. No one knew she had gout. Think about that. Think about it.
Know what Ozempic is. We would learn about it in this video. I had no clue what this was until this video was submitted. I'm like, oh, okay. Right?
Right.
And you're not going to get anything out of the video because I don't know what it is. So it doesn't even make sense to me.
You'll get, like, knowledge.
But again,
what if the person sent you the video because they want you to understand the insults? Ever think of that?
What it is these weirdos think,
whatever.
Oh, look.
And by the way, imagine you're Archmage and you're just a fan. And you just wanted to watch him react to this video. Because DSP had other opinions about weight loss and all his other bullshit. He talked about it in the past. So what if Archmage wanted him to react to this? Like, what if this was just a coincidental thing? You know, the thing DSP says happens all the time in his life. Okay.
Phil talks about what we've been mentioning. As trolls, we've manipulated him to do something we want. Dude, it's an educational video. Dr. Mike is a good content creator.
Then watch it, right?
Right? So why wouldn't I watch it? So I don't get it.
Then watch it.
If this person, this
hit play.
Archmage guy, dude, if you're trying to bark up a geometry, you're going to the wrong place.
You're going to the wrong place, man.
You're describing.
Just keep giving me
You know
money and submitting videos, man. I don't want to insult you until I know you're a troll.
I don't know anything about this drug. It's over a year old, by the way. So it's not even like new or pertinent, but okay.
Czar, if you've been on TikTok or Twitter as of late,
Good for me. I have nothing to do with TikTok or Twitter. I don't know. I didn't know that this was hot. Okay.
Seen this new drug Ozempic be mentioned.
Right.
I've actually seen Elon Musk tweet about it. It's been covered in the New York Times. It's literally everywhere. So it's about time that we talk about the truth when it comes to Ozempic. For those who don't know, Ozempic is a medication that's been FDA approved.
Nothing against this guy, but man, I kind of don't like how he talks.
To be used in patients who have diabetes to help control blood sugars and, as an added effect, decrease the likelihood of major cardiovascular events and have increases in weight loss. Because of this added effect of weight loss, many people started using the medication off-label for just weight loss.
So it's meant for diabetes. But
I just love that DSP Reacts boils down to him explaining what he just listened to. It's like he does that so he can like learn what he just heard.
Idiots are using it to try to lose weight as a corner cutting method to lose weight.
Corner cutting
method. When you use a medication in a way that it's not intended, you could cause major problems and side effects. So I'm wondering,
wait. You're telling me if I use a medication that's designed for one thing and I use it for something else, that's bad? Whoa. I mean, technically, we do that with Viagra. Think about it. Viagra was a heart medication, and now we use it to help. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's a helpful drug for some people.
It for the wrong reasons. Are they all getting sick now and stuff, right?
Pharmaceutical company decided to take the same generic medication found within Ozempic, called semaglutide, increase its dosage, and repackage it under a different brand name called Wegovy, and seek FDA approval as a weight loss medication to be used in conjunction with lifestyle changes for individuals.
This video seems less about Ozempic and more about Wegovy, because if Wegovy has more of a dosage, I mean, I think that would cause more problems than just taking Ozempic in comparison. I'd assume, but again, I also would not be taking like medication for weight loss either. I would just kind of do the work, I guess. But you know,
who are either obese or overweight, but also who have one weight-related diagnosis, like hypertension, high cholesterol, etc. And after so many people started getting Ozempic prescribed for this off-label use for weight loss, it exploded in popularity, mostly on television and on TikTok, with people claiming that they've lost huge amounts of weight, talking about their successes. And as a result of all this publicity, there was literally a run to doctors to prescribe this medication for them off-label in order to help them with their weight loss.
All right, now I have a couple things to say about this.
Oh, boy.
All right. First off, does no one understand that in life there are no magic shortcuts to anything?
Dude, like, come on. Are you stupid? People don't want to do, like, that's half the problem with, like, diet, weight loss, exercise, is that eventually you just lose motivation. I mean, it's, like, it's tough. It's tough for some people. Like, and it's gonna get wild later on, but to tease it, to like get a little bit ahead of it, because he brings up like big is beautiful, that kind of stuff, but that's only meant to help people's self-confidence, because at the end of the day, like, people should not be like doing dangerous stuff. Like yes, of course, you should strive to have a healthy diet, eat better, and exercise. You should strive to do those things, but at the same time, if you're big and you can't like put off the weight or do whatever, you should not go in such a despair that you start getting depressed, you start hating yourself, and all these other things that tend to happen to some people. So this body positivity thing is mostly so that people can like be okay with themselves, but it's encouraged for them to go on a diet. And you know, people could argue, I guess, about that, but the thing is, if they're able to live how they want, let them live how they want. But at the same time, I mean, people should be encouraged to do whatever, but if they can't do it, they can't do it. Like, it's, you know, life isn't so easy. And there's other stuff that costs money. I mean, it's not easy, it's not, like, super cheap to go to a gym if you don't make a lot of money. Like, and there's all these things to consider. Like, but whatever, okay.
Anything, correct? Like, let's say that even if this drug...
But people, like, do these shortcuts because they just don't have patience and they just want to do it now. For many reasons, both good or bad or stupid, whatever the fuck. People do stupid shit. Why do you think get rich quick schemes exist? It's not a surprise that someone would try to do a get rich quick scheme.
Does actually work. You will not keep weight off by using the drug. You're going to have to change your lifestyle with food or diet, exercise, mindset, all kinds of things. You're not going to keep weight off of your body by just stabbing yourself with the drug and injecting it. There's no magic solution to anything like that. Okay? So, number one, everyone rushing to doctors to get it for that's bad. That's a really, really bad thing, because it's the same as everyone who, I got to get the gastric bypass, but then it fails because you didn't have the discipline. You didn't have...
Oh my god, these are like, oh my god, man. Yeah, things can happen. You can relapse easily. Relapsing is a thing. You could, like, let's say that someone, like, works out, they eat healthy and all this stuff. They could easily fall back and eat unhealthy again and gain the weight back anyway. It could go either way. Just because they do a quick way to lose weight doesn't mean that they're the only ones that can relapse on their bad eating habits. Like, come on.
The mentality, you didn't have anything to stop yourself from just eating yourself back into the obesity you had before, correct? That's number one. Excuse me. But number two.
Wow, he had to really think about the next thing.
Rush to doctors to lose weight. I got a question.
Oh, here we go.
At least in the United States, this is true. I don't know about internationally. In the last 5 to 10 years, there's been this movement in the United States that big is beautiful.
This is so stupid and, like, just stupid and kind of mean, because he's assuming that the people who believe in the movement of big is beautiful and all this stuff are the exact same people who want to lose weight as fast as possible. Like, these are two different things, and it's like, it's so stupid. It's such a stupid thing to kind of connect. And I love how it says, well, there seems to be this movement in America. That Big is Beautiful, again, Big is Beautiful whole thing, the reason why that exists in the first place is just so that people can at least be comfortable in their body. Because for years, we've been like, it's been very clear that with media, commercials, that it only focuses on people that are in shape and all this other stuff. They never show like anyone with like that's a little bit out of shape or a little bit fat or whatever. And there's this connotation. We keep making fat jokes on some people. There's all this stuff that just happens. So the biggest beautiful thing is just so that people can have a little bit of a positivity about their weight, because there's so much of negativity about people's weight. Of course there's going to be a movement that's going to try to make people feel comfortable with it. And in my opinion, I just think that like people should not be like harassed over their weight of their body and all this other stuff, because you don't know why they're fat to begin with. It could be medication, it could be a lot of other things, just in general. But people should be encouraged to eat better and to exercise in any way. I think that should always be the case. To make fat jokes, I'm not dogging on that necessarily. I'm just saying like people should not be mean-spirited with it and just kind of harp on people regardless of who they are, for example, and just make fun of their weight. I don't agree with that. Like I have a lot of opinions about Kat, and people making fun of her for her weight, that's one thing. It's just kind of an overused joke, but it is what it is. But people should just be encouraged to work out and to eat better, instead of just being mean and making fun of their weight over and over, because that's not going to make them want to lose weight. It's going to just make them feel worse and eat more. Like it's just not an easy situation. It's a lot of things, but this is how I feel about that. But him sitting there saying like, well, what about these people who like have this movement of big is beautiful, and then they run to get thin quick? What about that? It's like these are not like the same, and it's ridiculous and childish to think that they're that all these fat people think the same. Like, are they all sheep? When you become fat, do you just become a sheep? I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay to be overweight. It actually isn't unhealthy to be overweight. In fact, haven't we watched a Dr. Mike video before about this?
Oh my god.
What is the truth behind saying you could be overweight but still be healthy? Correct?
Correct.
So if that's the case, if there's this giant movement.
Yeah, but guess what, stupid? Like, this is the other aspect to think about, is just the societal norms. Because how many people date obese people? Like, would anyone do that? Would anyone, like, how often does that happen? Or how many couples are like married, are like in a relationship with someone that's fatter than them, or that they're obese? And when that happens, do a lot of people not care? Or is that the first thing that is brought up? Like, there's all these other things that kind of like join in, like that's a clusterfuck. I mean, that's part of living in a society, is that like it's just all these expectations that people are just kind of infer from what's around them. And DSP just doesn't get that. He just doesn't get it, of course.
Big is beautiful. Then why all of a sudden was there a rush to the doctor to get the Ozempic magic solution?
Because what if Billy doesn't want to date a fat chick? Or what if Sally doesn't want to date a fat ass? What about that? What about those instances, DSP? What if they need to lose their weight and they want to lose their weight? What if they want to like do that and they're depressed because they can't lose the weight? Like, this dude is like so dumb. He doesn't understand like the societal cost of a lot of other stuff that goes on in people's lives. But he wouldn't know that because he's not a social person. He doesn't understand the social norms that people have or anything like that, because he's stupid. He drinks glue. Cat might be putting glue in his drinks.
You can't have it both ways. Either you couldn't take the weight off, so Big is beautiful.
And then,
right.
And look how mean this is. This is extremely mean. He's sitting there saying, well, you can't get the weight off, so obviously you think big is beautiful, and laughs. That's a very positive attitude to have. Like, you should do that to someone. You should go outside, find a fat person, and say that to their face. That, oh, you can't put your weight off because you think big is beautiful, right? And see just how much that he's a likable person after that. Like, this makes him look very unlikable and a shitty person to just say this kind of shit. Like, if people genuinely think that big is beautiful, so be it. Let them think that it's a fucking free country. Like, whatever. You can encourage them to, like, have a better diet or whatever, but it is what it is. Like, he doesn't understand the whole point at all with this.
Right? Or you really wanted the weight off all along, but you couldn't find the way to do it, but now you think you have a magic solution, so you've run.
So he's thinking that these people who are rushing to get the Ozempic drug are doing it because they want to lose the weight fast, but before this, they agree that big is beautiful because they couldn't get the weight off. This is kind of fat shaming people. And it's kind of fucked up he's doing this because if you're a fat shamed cat, I don't think he'd jump up and down for them like this. He'd probably be a little mad. You know? And again, if that's gonna be the case, if he's not gonna like the fact that people call his dumb bitch of a wife fat, then maybe he shouldn't fat shame people. If he doesn't think it's okay. You know?
You've rushed to the doctor to get it. Does that not sound completely contradictory?
Whatever.
Right? And again, I realize that there are issues with people who try to lose weight and cannot. There's tons of reasons why people would not.
Now he gets to walk it back. Because first he wants to talk about the mainstream, like, the meme people that he wants to, like, dunk on. Which, I mean, whatever. You can say that about anyone, dude. But now he wants to say, well, there's people that can't lose it. So then, why are we dunking on the biggest beautiful movement? What if the biggest beautiful movement is for people who can't lose the weight? This dude is so stupid. The fact he has to walk back a statement really shows that he shouldn't be doing that kind of shit.
Would not be able to lose weight. There's medical conditions for it. It sounds like that's...
Oh, it's just medical conditions. What about personal? Like, he really doesn't understand the personal toll people can have on themselves. Like, it's almost... He kind of comes off as a guy that like, kind of laughs at mental health. Like, he doesn't take mental health seriously. Like, he would probably think therapy is stupid, is for, like, super crazy people. Why would I need therapy, guys? And he probably thinks that, like, panic attacks are, like, a joke. And some people get serious panic attacks. I mean, there's stuff that happens, man. Like, shit happens. Like, come on now, dog.
What the Ozempic is for, right?
Right?
Not, I can't change my diet. I can't exercise. I just don't have the discipline to do it. Let me run to the doctor and get Ozempic and stab myself with it, and then we'll lose weight, right? So I think that's the problem. That's the danger of a medication like this now going viral on TikTok and everyone thinking they found the magic solution to something, right?
Right?
Okay, let's continue.
Which unfortunately ended up creating a shortage, which puts people at risk who desperately need the medication because they have a true diagnosis.
But I mean, that's like this is gonna be the obvious take to have that anyone would have is that, I don't like people using drugs that are used for people who have like serious conditions like diabetes and causing supply shortages for them, because again, diabetes is not a thing that you can just ignore and will go away. Like, if you don't take your medication, like, you could die. It's like not like it's a very important drug for diabetics, and which is why a lot of people think that either it should be cheaper to buy or it should be free, because the thing is, like, again, diabetes isn't a thing you could just kind of tolerate. Like, it's very important that diabetics get the medication for it, or they're just gonna die. You know what I mean?
Of diabetes and are not using it for off-label uses. There is a huge rise of misinformation happening at this very moment that we have to fact check.
Okay.
This claim is patently untrue, and
at
anyone
this.
saying this
Look at
has a
this.
terrible
I can't
understanding
believe
of
it.
how Ozempic
course.
semaglutide
They're
actually
morons.
works. This medicine actually works as an appetite suppressant that slows or delays gastric emptying. Therefore, you feel full and you have less of an appetite. So it's
Oh, man, I
more of
love
an
that
appetite modulator,
image of a
leading you to
sphincter.
consume less calories, therefore
I love how
losing weight.
So
Not
we started this video with DSP saying like, I don't know what this is. I don't understand it. And he's watching like as if he knows everything. He already knows everything, man.
oh, I can eat 10 pizzas
Right.
and take this medication and not absorb the calories. You see how there's a very important difference here? Because
Yeah.
if you eat a lot of food and take this medication that slows your gastric emptying, it's gonna make you feel worse and you're gonna have more side effects. More nausea, more vomiting, more potential diarrhea and constipation.
Yeah, man.
People are actually talking
Why
about
do you
these
know
side
so much
effects
about this,
who are
Phil?
eating their normal portions or even eating reduced portions. So imagine if you were
Oh
to
my God.
overeat thinking you can
Right.
while taking this medication.
It's so
That's a
dangerous to
cause
have this
for
shit go
concern.
viral.
Yeah, man. We should
This
regulate
claim
the
is
internet.
starting to
From muscle
spiral out
loss.
of control because it initially started with some simple observations that doctors made of their patients who were losing weight on Ozempic or Wegovy, and they were seeing that those patients were losing body fat, but they were also losing lean muscle mass. This is not surprising because the way these medications work is by suppressing appetite, therefore having the patient consume less calories. Anytime you're going to be
Right.
consuming less calories,
Yeah.
you will both lose
Yeah,
muscle
man,
mass
I knew this.
and body fat.
Look,
This
look
is
at
obviously
dude.
not
This is so obnoxious. Oh my god, this guy is like. Oh my god, this dude is explaining this, and he's just like, yeah, man. Like this DSP is the definition of the guy that doesn't want to feel like excluded in the conversation. He doesn't want to be the dumbest person in the room. He would definitely, if this dude was gonna explain to us why it's important for us to jump off a cliff, he'd be like this. And he made it sound very smart. Like so smart, DSP wouldn't understand, would not pick up what he's actually telling you to do, and you just sit there and do this.
not ideal, but with this type of
Oh
medication,
my God, he's still
that
doing it!
control is limited.
Makes
But we
sense.
do have control. Any good doctor should not be just prescribing this medication and forgetting about the patient. You're supposed to be getting the medication and having
Yeah,
the
I
doses
also don't think doctors.
slow.
The thing is, I don't think if you go to a doctor, I mean, it might depend on the doctor. If a doctor's more like, oh yeah, man, okay, sure. I think probably like a decent amount would probably say, no, you don't have anything that needs this diabetic medication. Bye bye.
increase based on the effects and side effects that we're seeing. Also, it should come with a plan for nutrition, possibly meeting with a nutritionist who can help guide you as to how much protein you should be taking in,
There we
despite
go.
the fact that you're consuming
All the things that people who rush to get a miracle drug don't do. They just want the quick fix mentality. It doesn't exist.
less calories.
There's
and
no quick
a plan
fixes
for exercise
in life
that
like
includes
this.
resistance
There
and
was
weight
for your
training
PC,
to
Phil.
help keep on some of
Just
that lean
restart the
muscle mass.
internet. Stupid.
This is the one where I'm seeing the most examples
my
of on
God, are you
TikTok.
kidding?
Someone
Oh
saying,
my
"Oh, I took
God.
Ozempic for a wedding and I lost 10 pounds. Look how great I look." This is not what the
Wow.
medicine was intended for. In fact, people who are already of a healthy weight looking to get skinnier were not the ones that were studied when we were checking the safety and effectiveness of this medication.
Wow.
So maybe taking
Wow.
it while you're
Now we
already
get
at a
the
healthy
wow.
weight can lead to
My
worse
favorite
side
commentary.
effects.
Yeah.
And the worst part
Wow.
of all of
I-
it, once you stop
When he
taking
says
it,
wow, it's
the
like
weight will come
literally
right
the
back.
meme.
This
Yep.
type of yo-yo dieting has been associated with numerous health risks, including returning to your normal weight and then going past it and gaining even more weight after you stop a medication like this.
Oh, now we get this.
Anytime
man.
you have a rapid type of weight
dude loves
loss,
being
what
such
can happen is
condescending.
you
Not the
lose
doctor. Don't talk about
subcutaneous
DSP.
fat that's present in your skin, especially if in your 30s or 40s. And as a result, you can develop this hollowed out appearance to your face. Now, if you're taking Ozempic or Wegovy the correct way, this shouldn't be happening. My suspicion is the people who are experiencing this quote unquote Ozempic face or this hollowed out look are individuals individuals who are rushing to lose weight, using it in a way that is not being prescribed to them. Because when doctors prescribe these medicines, they do it with a titration mindset, meaning they start low and they slowly increase your dose while monitoring how much weight you're losing, how many side effects you're experiencing. Ideally, what doctors are looking for is for a continued 1 to 2 pound weight loss per week. Obviously, that varies depending on your own individual situation, but certainly not the 10, 15 pounds in 1 week that people are claiming they've lost on these medications
not good at all.
when they're using them in a non-prescribed, uncontrolled way.
That's a crash diet. That's
definitely
so dangerous.
I don't think GLP-1
die.
medication should be first-line treatments for those who need to lose weight. Anytime you're prescribing a medication, there needs to be a risk-benefit ratio done for the
oh my God, we're back to
individual sitting in front of you.
the
And ultimately, the
dude, he
individual
loves anything with risk. Think about it. This game doesn't have risk reward. Risk reward. Risk benefit. Yeah, man.
needs to decide if the medication is right for them. And while these medications have shown promise for individuals to lose 10 to 20% of their weight if they are overweight or obese, it's still important to factor in that there are legitimate risks to taking these medications. There are side effects. People have GI issues, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, pancreatitis, kidney issues. There is a potential issue of increases in thyroid cancer long-term with these medications. And these are not reasons to not take the medicine. These are reasons to think about this medicine as a tool in our arsenal to help patients reach their desired weight. And when we talk about their desired weight, that talks about a healthy weight. To me, I feel like this whole conversation has caused us to lose sight of the big picture. With the exception of an individual who's facing harsh socioeconomic standing, someone who has a legitimate medical condition.
This is stuff that DSP does not understand. Does he understand what socioeconomic standing means? Does he even know what that is? I don't think he does. I don't think he gets it. He just doesn't get it, man. He just because he lives in his own little gated community. He doesn't have to participate in the rat race.
Like diabetes or
and he's a man.
Thyroid condition, among the many others that cause increased weight, weight loss or weight gain is under our control. There are things that we can do, and I could recommend as a doctor to help someone lose weight when it comes to a nutrition standpoint, a fitness standpoint, sleep, mental health.
All right, no reason to continue. So once again, a drug that, when used not as intended, could be considered a miracle drug, but is more harmful than helpful, and then idiots are going out there.
But you know what's kind of funny though? He does bring up that it does help people get back to their desired weight or whatever the fuck, their designated weight, whatever, their desired weight, whatever, the thing that's healthy for them. But we're just gonna ignore that, right? Correct?
And having all these side effects, terrible. Okay. So I don't know why the hell again you'd want me to watch this video. It's educational. It has nothing to do with me or anyone I'm involved with, so good for you.
No one is saying Kat is legitimately on Ozempic. They're saying it to say that she's fat. She's so fat she has to be on Ozempic.
For, I don't know, wasting time. If you thought this was going to have some kind of a troll meme attached, it doesn't. It's stupid.
It's stupid. Okay. What if he just wanted you to know what's going on? All right. We're done with this, but I do want to see, we're going to do a little vibe check. We're going to do a little vibe check on this little bullshit. Oh! Look at this! Look at this! Get a load of this bullshit! Fuck this guy! Look at this. I apologize for rage. I knew this fucker was going to fucking clickbait his apology. This piece of shit. He goes on a massive rant, doesn't want to apologize when it happens, and then has to sleep on it. Then he's like, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, fuck you. That's you being fucking genuine. This piece of shit. This guy needs to fucking find some bleach, drink it, and then like, and just drink more of it. Just keep drinking. I prescribe him 20 gallons of bleach a day. Actually, I would recommend 20 gallons of bleach a minute. He needs to take more. Give him more. He should drink it, inject it, ingest it, bathe in it. I don't fucking care. He should just do whatever whatever with bleach. This piece of shit literally called his fucking viewers stupid and dumb and yelled at them for telling him to reset the internet. And then, when they're like, you should apologize, you know, whatever, he tells them, apologize for what? And then mocked the apology! And now, he is fucking sitting there, changed the title, by the way, that was not the title beforehand, and says, I apologize. And guess what? He's asking for more help to do this bullshit. I hope this guy's PC dies at some point. I hope his PC is garbage. I hope it is. It deserves to be garbage. This dude is so ungrateful. And this guy has the balls to say that other people are ungrateful, and he's not ungrateful. This dude acts like a fucking baby every day. Not every day, literally, because obviously someone's like, well, he's not a baby every day, but he acts like a baby when things go wrong. And then, and then acts as if nothing happened until the next day where he can clickbait the fucking podcast and make you feel bad for him. And you know what? Hey, you know what? If anyone else did this, let's say Mr. Beast did this, after being called out, correct? And Mr. Beast comes out on YouTube and says, hi guys, I apologize for scamming, and I apologize for all the wrong things I did, blah, blah, blah. You think this guy is gonna say, wow, he's genuine? Fuck no. Fuck no. This dude, mocks people for apologizing. He actively mocks when people apologize. And look at him now. Constantly apologizing to the point it means nothing, and he makes it a fucking clickbait for his fucking streams. This dude is unreal. This dude is such a little baby, but I'm telling you, if anyone talked to him like he talked to his chat that night, he would demand them to apologize, and then if they didn't apologize, he would shell them, and then when they did, he would still make fun of them. So, and this means nothing, and I guarantee the apology is, I'm sorry you guys got offended. I'm just a human. And I was mad because the PC didn't turn on, or whatever the fuck. Because this dude cannot fucking apologize for what actually is the problem. His fucking attitude. When things go wrong, he asks for help, and it's gonna happen again. This has happened with the when the headphones fucking went out. He did this then. And it's gonna keep happening, and keep happening, and keep happening. It's gonna happen until the day he stops living. That's when it's gonna stop, because this dude doesn't give a fuck. Everything's in the moment. Everything's in the moment for him. Leg slap, damn it. Alright, that is it for this video. I fucking vibe. You know what, actually, we're gonna rewind a little bit. I'm gonna guess the apology is like, wait a second. Did he do a cold open? I could see him like, oh shit, yeah, he's in a fucking... Watch, he's saying, hi guys, today I'm gonna apologize.
Whoa, good morning everyone. We got an early start to our show for good reason. Last night, I attempted to set up my new gaming PC, and we had nothing but technical issues. It took over 2.5 hours for me to get it running, thanks to the help of the chat. Luckily, we did get it working. But
oh, now thanks to the chat.
I'm going to apologize.
Oh, here we go.
Much. And number two, for me to get it running, thanks to the help of the chat. Luckily, we did get it working, but number one, I didn't get to play much.
Okay.
And number two, you know, I got stressed out and very upset, and I took it out on the wrong people.
This happened so many times. So many times. It is insane that this is like, what, the 50th time he has taken his rage out on his chat and then had to apologize. And he'll still do it. He will still do this behavior.
And so today what we're going to do is talk about what happened. I'm going to apologize.
And then he puts in a list. I'm going to talk about what happened. Then I'm going to apologize. Like, this is literally a kid getting in trouble. Then be like, I'm going to apologize, Mom. I'm going to apologize to Sally, okay? I'm going to apologize, okay? Sally? I'm very okay. Hi, Sally. Today I wanted to see you because today I'm gonna apologize to you. I'm sorry that I pushed you into the mud. I'm sorry that it happened, and I was very heated and mad that you kept the dodgeball to yourself, and I wanted to play, and you kicked me out. So I was mad. I was frustrated. You wouldn't let me play dodgeball with you. So I pushed you. I'm sorry, Sally. And then Sally should say, well, Billy, you said this 50 times now. Fuck you. Go away.
And I want to basically make sure that today, jumping into Street Fighter 6 for the first time, we've got everything settled correctly. I think I don't see a way to look. At least I set it up in Street Fighter, not just the RAM sticks. Because I was thinking, oh, you get a 2-color scheme. It showed up very late. Okay, it is in line with the tips bar, so it's good. It's centered. Long gameplay segment. What's going on in my personal life, and then the stress of getting this PC here, and that incredibly stressful stream last night trying to get this thing, set up and working. It was something else, to say the least. But I think we're good to go. I think the stress is behind us. We just have a few tweaks I want to do here today before we begin. In fact, you want to do them now? Oh my God, this cold, of course.
Oh my
Gonna
God.
bother me today.
Where's the apology?
Also, so this morning I wake up. Oh my God, what's wrong? I got a giant cold sore on my tongue. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God, dude. Another thing to bitch
What it is,
about.
it's stress, I think. With a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, and then the stress of getting this.
Oh my God.
We were expecting the PC to show up. I'm not sure.
I want to read this apology.
Excuse me, my cold is still persistent. Slightly off center. Going on.
Oh my God, where's the apology?
Everybody. So yeah, this is going to be an abridged podcast. Just in time for my, anything on it. And essentially doing their ranking matches and getting them, okay? So, my tongue, I'm like, oh, and then incredibly stressed. Because to show you what I was as an active, the graphics card already.
Oh man, he didn't apologize yet.
You guys?
Okay, enough of this. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna end the video. I don't want to be here forever. So thanks for watching. It was quite the video. This guy is ungrateful, but everyone wants to give him a pass, man. But anyways, it was a good video. I'm glad I covered what I covered. Again, if you want to watch the setup stream, I recommend checking out Tevin's restream of it. He left the VOD up on his YouTube channel. Brandu did one as well. It is what it is. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And guys, just remember, PC is stupid. PC sucks. I'm glad that I play on console, and I'm only a console player. And I do have a Steam Deck, but I only play Guilty Gear on it, so it's whatever. I don't need a PC, but you know what I mean? I think PC is dead. And PC will never come back in a meaningful way, and it's stupid and it sucks. So hopefully, no one wants to donate, a gaming PC, because PC sucks, right? And no one's asking for it. Everyone's asking for even PS3 games. No one's asking for PC, so no problem. I don't need to worry. I think I'm gonna stick with what I got, man. Okay? Sound good? Sound good. Alright. Bye-bye. And always, get a good vibe. And keep it real.
Time to skedaddle on out of here.
Bye-bye.